Hello everyone, welcome to Star Wars The One Sith, Episode 6. We're going to be starting with the title known as CT 9690 VIP in its alternate timeline, where Anakin Skywalker never became Darth Vader, Palpatine died, and a new Jedi Order was created under Anakin's tutelage, and his children grew up to become Jedi Knights. But even during this time, the dark side have actually looming within the galaxies itself. And in episode 6, the heroes were actually investigating the planet known as Carlac, a place where the village of Ming-Po is actually situated, and the people of Ming-Po, from what the heroes see, is living the peaceful life. Or are they? Or is there something else that's actually controlling their very existence or their very lives? But as the heroes actually journey through the mountains itself and heading straight towards the north, they actually sneak past the prop droid and then hit themselves within the small hills and rocks where they can actually oversee the small Death Watch Mandalorian beast. Like it's really small, man-made, and perhaps really quick to be created. But further down south, Tudor, Aslin, Jajo, Rail, and Anduin. Alright, Kolshan, I suggest that on the furthest right chat screen area, on the AS drop down menu, choose Anduin. So at least you'll change from Kolshan to Anduin. Alright, okay, now, Tudor, in the distance itself, you can see the small buildings, three small buildings, which actually being made perhaps by the Death Watch. These are mostly just residential buildings itself with generators next to them to actually protect them from the cold of the mountains itself. But on the structure, I want you to roll for perception, Turdo. Right, 15. Okay, Tudo. For the upper head, the three buildings is being guarded by perhaps three Mandalorian Death Watch. But however, one thing caught your eye. You know about the villagers that was actually kidnapped or perhaps like put up to ransom by the Death Watch that actually went to the mountains to actually secure perhaps some food or supplies, but was actually taken by them. Or maybe they were actually trying to persuade. But though that was what the villagers of Ming-Po told you during the last session. But somebody else was inside the cell, the cage itself. You see a Gamorrean inside the cage. You're not too sure why among this human populace there is a Gamorrean. But because you're too far away, you aren't able to actually make out who this Gamorrean is. No, neither do your character actually know about this character. This Gamorrean will need to talk to you with that, I'm here to actually protect you, Tudo. But then again, that'll be later on when you manage to save him. But Tudo, okay, after that one action, your second action, what do you do?
Tudor.
Is silent. Silence is golden. That's all they say.
He's muted.
Make scrolling pig noises.
Tudor.
Tudor, you're muted. You're muted.
Hodor.
Sorry, I
no.
sorry. I so very much apologize.
Yeah.
So I apologize because well, I'd muted myself so my coughing wouldn't interrupt the introduction. Anyway, so I'm going to turn and say, so there seems to be a Gamorrean among the human prisoners. I'm not sure why a Gamorrean would be here of all places. Do you have any ideas?
All right. Okay, Azlin, to you. I'm gonna go from left to right.
Yeah.
Azlin, to you. One action.
I just say to Tudor, perhaps he was on his own business on this planet somewhere doing something when he got captured and apprehended by those Death Watch members. Remember, they're only doing this because they have no access to the medication that they need and the food. We can resolve this thing peacefully if we could and guarantee them a steady supply of medicine so they don't go berserk.
Okay, next, Jajo, to you.
Jajo just follow behind. Then he just say this. That's what shall we do? Stay here? Or any idea?
Alright, okay, Rail, to you.
The way I see it, we should approach. Should they prove hostile, we do what we must. If not, then we go from there.
Okay, lastly, Anduin, to you.
I'm eager to prove myself, be with the blade or in diplomacy. Either way is the way of the Jedi.
Okay. Alright, now back to you again, Turdo. Now, before anything else, everybody roll for their perception.
Okay. Perception.
We need roll. We need to roll on perception. I can't see perception. Is it? You said no more roll?
Just a normal perception roll. 10 is a pass already. DC 10.
Oh, 11. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Rail 18. Okay, Aslin 21. Those higher than DC 15 will notice it first. Okay, Rail and Aslin. After that brief conversation and thinking what to do next with this Mandalorian Death Watch, in the distance you can see a shuttle flying overhead, going to reach your general direction. Okay, you guys need to actually roll for stealth to not be detected. Okay, you can actually quickly head straight towards the bush, and then this will give you a bonus. All right, advantage on stealth. Okay,
I actually
Now-
go to the bush itself and basically reverse park the animal until we're like completely hidden in the bush. So I roll with advantage, yeah?
everybody will roll for advantage. I mean, even Turdo, like just jumping straight into the trees and pushes itself.
Oh god.
Okay, yes, even with advantage, huh?
Oh.
9.
What-
Can I
Would
use
I be
my
able to-
can I use my inspiration?
You want to use your inspiration now? I would
Okay,
probably tell you to
you know
keep
what? Yeah. Never mind. I'll
9 is a fail, right?
Yeah,
9 is still a
yeah,
fail.
I know. It's bad. It's bad. At least one can be noticed. Yeah. Move on. I'll live with my
Right.
choice.
Oh,
Sin-
never mind.
Sin-
I can do something. What is this? Sorry,
You rolled a 15.
If you guys got any special skills to help Aslin, better do it. Otherwise, the Mandalorian's gonna say, "You guys over there, reveal yourself."
What is?
I roll a d4.
Oh, I roll a d4. Is it?
Actually, even if you roll 1, you still pass. So yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Alright. Jajo actually used one of his abilities, Aslin, and it hit you among the trees and the bushes. The moment actually the ship arrived and land, you can see it. It is a certain type of shuttle. You never seen this shuttle before. Or its design, or even its technology. But you actually took a look at this. Okay, all of you roll for technology skill. You need to beat a DC 20.
Oh,
No more advantage.
No more advantage because this you've never seen this ship before. And doing almost pass, Aslin. Okay. Well, Royal Costa didn't seen this. You've never seen this type of transport ship before. But as it landed, you see its wrap open slowly, like with a small psst. Then you see 3 Mandalorians appear. 2 of them bearing the same blue armor of the Death Watch, but the other is different, grayish in color. His helmet Mandalorian, but a part of his armor is actually from the Clone Wars itself, and carrying a heavy blaster carbine on his right hand and pistol on his right. He turns to the left and turns to the right. He actually turns his helmet to your general direction as you all hit. He stared there for quite some time, for roughly about 6 seconds. Then he slowly turned and walked together with his 2 other men. Then they head straight towards the cell. But after that, you notice another 2 more people actually walk out from the shuttle itself. Both wearing dark cloaks covering their very visage itself as they walk and followed. Okay. All of you roll for charisma saving throw. Okay, pass, 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 fail, pass. Okay, Jajo, the moment you saw these 2 actually walk out, you felt cold. You're shivering. And then Real Costa got the highest. Real Costa, you notice that Jajo is actually terrified the moment these 2 dark cloaked figures actually appear. You touch Jajo's shoulder to actually calm him down. Okay, Jajo, roll for charisma save again. Okay, another fail, right. If you ever face these people, all your actions against them have disadvantage moving forward. Okay, now you have the right to roleplay your character, Jajo, to be completely scared and terrified. Okay, Jajo, you can roleplay. You can roleplay that coldness and fear, and you can tell the rest of them.
Feel yourself, Jojo. It's okay. We're here with you.
You can see he want to tuck very small size his body. He can't go in the snow because it's too cold.
Mm-hmm. Once we get back to the ship, you're gonna have first chance at drinking hot liquid.
No, I'm staying here.
Who do you think are they, guys? I mean,
Sith of some kind? I'm not
All right, moving.
Someone dangerous for sure.
mm-hmm. I just want them to take off their cloaks. I can barely see from them.
Right, okay, now we're gonna go from left to right again. All right, Turdo, to you, 2 actions. Each of you guys will get 2 actions. Turdo, you first.
Okay. So I'm here. I'm gonna say, before we make any sudden movements, let's try and see what they're doing. If they let any harm come to the prisoners, we'll stop them. How does that
sound acceptable? But we also must guarantee the safety of the marauders. Remember, they're former soldiers with no access to healthcare or even medicine to help them. We have to keep that in mind as well.
The former soldiers that are doing dangerous deals with dangerous people.
If we can,
There's a line between former soldiers and possible criminals.
I know, but if we can convince them the error of their ways and that their future actions will bring them more harm than good, then that's a good thing. And if not, at least
it's idealistic.
Most of them, they served the Republic. We'll try to remind them of the oath of service and see what happens. And if not,
We'll look at what their oath of service has gotten them.
I know. In an ideal world, they'll be, granted concessions, and this is a backwater planet with no access to medication, and so they've been forced to thievery in order not to go insane from the lack of medication. If they were on Coruscant, things would have been probably 10 times different, but this is why the Republic chose to to leave them here. We'll try to rectify the error.
I'm also worried about what they're doing and who exactly they're dealing with.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, let's not try to go into it with hopes and dreams that all this can be resolved just as peacefully as when we came.
Exactly. Worst comes to worst, most of us will go in to negotiate while others We'll pick a vantage point and prep for the worst. But I would say main priority is the shuttle. As long as that thing is here, we have disadvantage. But if some of us can rush to the shuttle and start it, maybe we can turn the shuttle's own weaponry against them. At least we'll have a vantage point.
Right. But a simple technology check, Jajo will probably roll for technology check, Jajo, in regards to the ship. And again, you can roleplay to Aslin. Okay, Jajo. Such a ship design will be almost really difficult for somebody like yourself or somebody like Aslin to actually even hijack or steal. Not to mention that you need to find out who the pilot is, and you need to know what the code is. And if you don't know the code, everything is going to be disadvantage even for yourself and even the others. Sure, it's like Aslin can say, let's hijack the plane, but nobody knows how this ship works. So Aslin, now Jajo, you can roleplay back to Aslin.
As he's in the state of mind, also in the fear, although what we call reside, is still in state of fear. I see. This ship must be military or secretly built.
Sorry, that was a mistake.
You can see he's trying to explain but cannot. And then he just continues saying, I doubt anyone can control unless specialists.
It's okay, Dodger. We will be here with you. Stay in the back where they can't notice you, okay?
Find me.
You can just use your rifle if worst comes to worst and assist us from afar.
Okay. All right. Anduin, to your turn to roleplay. To actions.
All right. I'll make sure you're safe, Jojo. You got this. Isn't it most?
You just say K. You see, it's very fear. Can't even talk well.
Let's just wait for these two people to maybe leave before we make our move. Unless you guys want to move now, then I say
If
we're about
anything-
as even.
If anything, I should think we should get in closer to try to see what they might be speaking about.
Agreed.
Might be a good idea.
Let's
All
head.
right. The closest you could go currently is here, or you want to take a risk and go here.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, agreed. This is the closest thing without getting a risk. After you, Master Rail.
Yeah, Rel will try to make his way over. He's not on the Tauntaun, I'm assuming, is what this
Mhm.
is.
All right. Let me take out your character. Your character is just here. All right.
Yeah, he's leaving the
Now
Tauntaun
I'm
tied
gonna-
to a tree right here.
Okay.
And he is going to make his way over here.
I would say I'll stay here with the group. I'll wait for him to basically reach that place safely.
Okay. Rail Costa, roll for stealth. They are busy.
Okay.
They are busy talking, so they won't be able to notice.
16.
All right. 16. You arrive at the rock itself and you hit. They did not notice you. Okay. Who's next to head towards Rail Costa's location?
I'll actually also get down to my Tauntaun and let Jajo basically takes care of it. So he
All
can
right.
calm
Okay.
himself
Let me
down.
reveal your character. Okay, there.
Yep. So I basically get down and I'll head to this bush here. Let me
Okay, roll for
just-
stealth.
Yep.
Just don't roll a 1. That's all.
Don't jinx.
Otherwise, you have no. All right. Roll a 1. Roll. Do it.
I would say
Okay.
jinx me more often. Unless this nat 20 gives me somewhere even closer, I don't mind.
You actually lowered yourself to closest to like a ninja, heading straight towards the trees and the bushes, which actually surprises and impresses Real Costa. Like, huh. Then after that, you hit nicely. Okay, who's next?
Against all better judgment, I think I'm going to go next.
Right. Okay.
I'm
Sure.
gonna try and run in a way only Huts can run, which is not very well. Try and
Alright.
make it over here.
You mean
Alright, roll for stealth.
you mean slither your way.
Yep, just kind of trying to. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay,
Right. Okay, 12 it is. It's against their passive, but it's still too far away. Very far. So they won't be able to notice. This is already disadvantage for them. Okay. Tudor, you slit as fast as you can. Like a hut does when they sneak past guards and many more. Now, Anduin, do you want to stay behind or sneak the way the others are?
Undoing.
Anduin is gonna stay and
Or you want me to
Uh,
Undoing?
I'll press forward a little bit. Is there enough room?
there's more than enough room for you to hide. You just need to roll for stealth.
Oh, let's roll for it. The thing isn't bringing up for some reason. Anduin.
Anduin, do it. Do it.
No, my character screen won't pop up.
Roll for stealth, Anduin, and may the
Oh,
dark side be with you.
No,
Do
I
it.
mean like I can't bring his menu up.
Huh? Oh, all right.
From
That's good. Let me check.
from the journal.
No, I'm
No,
there.
it's not that the
I'm clicking
pop-up.
on
It doesn't pop up. It doesn't pop up for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Try and reload.
Yeah.
Reload the page.
Okay. Alright, there it is. Alright, stealth. No more roll.
All right, you pass. You can either stand next to Tudor or Aslin or Rail Costa near the rocks itself. Okay, Jajo. All of them actually stealth and sneak closer towards the ship itself. Now, how about you?
He's too scared, but you only go a few steps only. So I also roll right. He dare not to move.
Yep. As long as you're not within 30 feet of those two dark hooded figures, you're fine. Otherwise, you can never get close to them. The closer they get to you, you'll run away.
Alright. So wait Yeah, too scared.
Alright. Okay. Barkley. Okay, I'm just gonna roll for them with disadvantage. Okay, because of the rocks and the elevation. Okay, with a penalty. Okay, let me roll. Okay, rolling for the second one. Okay, nope. Okay, Jajo. Okay, Rail Costa, when Jajo actually made his way, he clumsily tripped on the snow itself, making some sort of sound. The rocks actually falling. You notice that the dark figure, the first one, actually turned his head towards the general direction. You can see the hood actually turns. After that, the hood turns back towards the two Mandalorians. And after you can hear them conversing. Okay, now I'm gonna go from right to left. Okay, Anduin and Rail Costa, and Jajo, Aslin, and Trudeau roll for perception. Okay,
Perceptive.
11, 17, 11, 17 pass.
29.
29, Anduin didn't hear it. Okay.
I got 7.
Yeah, I heard. Yep, 7 is a fail. 11's a fail. Aslian and Anduin didn't hear it, but Errol Costa, you heard it perfectly well, including also Turdo and also Jajo. Okay, Turdo, Jajo, and Rel Costa. You actually like heard this, but for Turdo, Jajo first, this is what you actually hear before I go to Rel Costa. The two hooded figures actually spoke and said, "So I believe that you have all the belongings that you have obtained from the villages of Ming-Po." They can hear the clone trooper that speaks out and said, "Apparently, yes, they did not give up much of a fight. But I do, of course, believe that the villagers themselves, shouldn't be harmed. They have actually been very kind in helping. And the other brothers, of course, they believe that we should actually end them. But I assure everybody that as long as they do not retaliate against us, then we shall leave them alone." Then one of the dark hooded figures, the second one, here, the furthest, closest to herself, then after that, then speaks out, and you hear it, Real Costa. Let me lower the volume first for this one.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Then, all right, then Real Costa, you heard the other one here and said, "I believe that we should just burn the village. But since that Dooku feel that you are useful, we will now listen to your negotiations instead. But before we can proceed with, well, the recruitment of your people, you are to tell us regarding the temple here on Carlac." Then the clone trooper then responded and said, "There is really nothing much within the ruins. It is an old and ancient place. You will find nothing there but rocks and perhaps ancient remains of what used to live there." Then the other cloaked figure actually then spoke out, Rel, and said, "Then it's entirely up to us whether the people there have perished or gone. But we have our own duties to investigate the ruins itself. But what of the Gamorrean and the two villagers inside the cage? They perhaps know too much. What are you going to do with them?" Right? And then after that, the clone trooper speaks out. You hear this also, Real Costa, also Turdo and Jajo. Then he said, "The Gamorrean and also the two villagers, they will be released upon our exit from this planet. They are not to be harmed. Do I have your word that you will not harm them?" Then the other dark-hooded figure here speaks out. "It will depend on how you handle the current situation of Carlac. But you have what you have, and we'll need what we need. You will stay here until our return. But until then, make sure that you listen to the voices within your head. 9690. Then the clone trooper speaks aggressively. "My name's Vip. I do not use a code anymore." "Then, very well, Vip." And the clone trooper said, "The ruins is just ahead. It'll take a day's travel from here. Do you need any transport?" Then the clone trooper said, "No. I think that we will just walk from here." Then Rel Costa, Turdo, and Jajo, you notice that the two cloaked figures actually like left and head straight towards the north. and Rel Costa, Tudor, Aslin, Jajo, and Anduin. Well, all of you actually hit and waited. You can see the great armored Mandalorian head straight towards one building, and then after that, he headed. But another Mandalorian actually walked towards the building, and then after that, he actually vanished. And then the third one went into the other building, and then he speaks to the other Mandalorian and said, "So I believe that this music is wrong. Okay, all right."
I was about to say, is this where we roll initiative? What's going on?
Yeah, and I'm expecting like a call from Anakin saying, "We
When you and the
brought reinforcements on board the destroyer."
when you and the boys rock up when you and the boys roll up on Naboo.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
But
yeah.
yeah, the other Mandalorian walks in and said, "I'm gonna take the night off. I'm gonna rest." Sure. The Mandalorian just nodded his head and so on. So leaving only three. Now, going to go from right to left. Anduin, 2 actions to you. What do you want to do?
Ooh. Look at this map. What do we got?
3 Mandalorian guard, 3 prisoners, and a stationed ship transport. Which, of course, would even take the best slicer to even slice through.
So basically, if we do absolutely nothing, we technically achieve our goals. Because he just said he'd release them. Or are we trying to trade with him?
Right. If you actually wait a bit longer, well, if you really, really want to wait, then the 2 Sith Lords will actually come back and then flew off together with the rest of these Mandalorians, and then they will release the prisoners. Most likely, there's a 50-50% chance they will release the prisoners, but it actually depends on the 2 hooded figures. But do you want to take that risk and that chance?
I'm not taking that risk. I'm not
Mhm.
taking the. I won't take the risk that that these people will die.
Remember, these are former Republic soldiers. They will remember their honor and service to the Republic if we remind them of it.
They're also apparently Death Watch.
They're Death Watch.
Yes,
Well-
they are Death Watch, but remember, they haven't killed a single villager. They only stole food and medicine. Up to this point, they never took in a single life. So that still works to their advantage, as long as, they maintain their honor as soldiers. Pretty sure if we approach them right now and have a chat with them, we can at least negotiate for the release of the civilians and see if we can get them back on the oath. Remind them that serving the Sith is not the answer. Never was and never will be.
I
Are you
will.
serious? The kind of deals that they're apparently making, the fact that they're Death Watch, you really think that a bunch of Jedi are going to be able to walk up and to convince them, oh, it's time to be the good guys again?
We just
And
have to remind
they-
them.
Well,
Everyone has a
well,
choice to make. They even have a choice to make the wrong choice. We should
All right.
respect their decision.
At least
Okay.
And if it cro-
Okay, Turdo, you roleplay. Then after that, Anduin.
Yes. I'm going to say, well, perhaps they won't trust a Jedi. And as I look at Ren, I say, maybe they'll trust a Mandalorian.
I don't know you were a Mandalorian, Joja.
No, I'm looking at Rel at this.
That was a joke.
I see.
As you said.
Right.
You-
Okay,
yeah,
Anduin, you know that Rel Costa was a former Mandalorian, and you heard what Turdo said. Maybe they will trust a Mandalorian instead of a Jedi. Okay, Rel Costa, you heard that. You heard what Turdo said.
The way I see it, you've all been stuck in the inner rim for a little too long and it's been a little too cushy. But that might not be a terrible idea, at least. And he will kind of hide his lightsaber away on his person.
Mm-hmm.
Having a blast, the blaster rifle that he took kind of at the ready, but not like aimed or anything. Well, if they start firing, fire back.
I'll come.
And
I'll come with you. Two people are better
No.
than one.
no, you
All right.
won't.
Okay, Real Costa, just roll a simple sleight of hand. You took your time to hide your lightsaber. Roll with advantage. So meaning that they have to roll for their perception to notice it.
Shark speak at your face.
21.
21, alright, okay. Their passive won't be able to notice that unless they're searching you. Okay.
The last thing I need is for them to see a Jedi with me and hostilities begin. At the very least, I'll see if I can get an audience with their leader, and then we go from there.
Okay. Alright. Okay, Jajo, Aslin, and Anduin. Real Costa actually hit his lightsaber. And he says he's gonna walk forward and speak to this Mandalorian as the Mandalorian. Okay, Jajo, roleplay, one action.
Jojo say, well, now's your chance to do something. Those scary guys not here anymore. We can discuss like what you want to say, like Edwin, you all Jedi thing.
Yeah, Real Costa's gonna walk in front and put to the Mandalorian, look, Jedi is hiding behind the rocks. Yeah. Right.
It was all a
Okay.
trick.
Ultimate betrayal.
Dick,
Well, he's
Dick
not
move.
Jedi.
dick move, bro.
It
Big.
works. It works. Okay. All right.
It's like Sith move, bro. Sith move.
I mean, we could
All
also
right.
expose him saying he's a Jedi by pulling his lightsaber out.
Hey, he can lie and tell them that I stole this from a dead Jedi. They're gonna believe him more than believe you. So it's still gonna look bad for Aslin, Trudeau, and Anduin if Real Costa were to say, "Look, Jedi is hiding over there. I kill a Jedi. See, I have his lightsaber and stuff." They're gonna believe him even more.
Then how come
Yeah,
the
even the-
wait? Then
even
how
the
co-
Sith-
then
Even
how-
the Sith gonna believe him after that. Like, whoa, we have a Sith with us, and then bring him to Count Dooku. Count Dooku recruited him, and then
Wrong.
Endgame.
Joins
Right.
entirely different
Wrong.
campaign.
They have a new brother.
Then a new campaign starts. Okay.
Oh,
Anyways,
I was joking. I said he just joins entirely different campaign.
yeah, yeah. He can join the Thursday one. All right. Okay. Rel, what are you
Okay.
gonna do?
He will start to make his way forward.
Okay. When you revealed yourself, Rel Costa, you see the Death Watch Mandalorians pointed their blasters at you, and then after that they said, "Hold! Look who's there!" Well, Aslin and others actually hid behind the rocks to actually see your action.
Stop right there,
Okay.
criminal scum.
They see you
And
walking. They're still coming.
he will speak to them in Mandoa.
All right. Roll for. Okay. What do you say first?
He will tell them
The Mendo code.
Clan Tenno.
Okay. You just said plan. Roll for persuasion with advantage.
— 18.
18. They lower the blasters as they point towards you. What's your clan doing so far out here in Carlac? And are you alone? One of them speaks out.
What, too afraid that if there were hostilities that I wouldn't be able to handle you all on my own? Surely you'll know what it means that Clan Tenno's here.
Stay where you are. Address your name.
Rael Costa of Clan Tenno.
Then they ask. One of them actually asks to walk towards the way he is. Come here, Rel Costa of Clan Tenno. You, over there. Call the commander. You notice this person actually bangs on the door. Tum, tum, tum. Sir, there's somebody from Clan Tano here, all the way here to Carlac. You see the door then burst open. You see the clone commander actually coming up. They walk towards you. And then you notice that he removed his helmet. I do apologize due to our mannerism, but where are my manners? Rel Costa Clan Tano. My name is Vip. You can see him, old, bald, with a white beard, and looking at you. With his helmet by his side. So tell me, Rel Costa Clan Tano, what is your purpose here? Do you notice that his eyes actually look towards the south, and towards the southeast and the southwest, as if eyeing the place to see if there's anyone there? So, Rel Costa, what do you do?
What am I gonna do?
I simply came doing a bit of investigation. There are some places that I need to look into that some high-paying people are willing to hand over a hefty penny. But I went through the village near here. Few plights, a bit of information gathered. And I guess they were true, seeing as how you're holding some of the villagers hostage.
You can see Vip or Clone 9690 looking at you. The villagers is there not by choice, but because we had no choice to actually put them there as part of a leverage. Are you being sent by the village chief to actually secure their safety? Vip asks you.
Possibly. But clearly, it seems like you have no intention of actually harming them. At least you do. I don't know about your two guests that were here before.
Those two guests, they are here to actually investigate that old ancient ruin further up to the north. And that's the reason why they were actually brought here. But why are you so keen in the prisoners? And if you're here to actually secure their safety, you do know that there is a payment that needs to be made upon their release.
You think they can actually afford to pay it?
Roll for persuasion with advantage.
24.
He looks at you. Then after that, you notice that he actually put down his helmet next to his feet and then slung his blaster to his back. And he said, you do make a good point. I have been with the Ming-Po ever since the Clone Wars ended. I ran here with my brothers, hoping to actually live a peaceful life. But it seems that peaceful life is not what I actually wanted. I crave for the battle that's coming. I crave for more war. And these young people with me, they want to join me in order to actually fulfill the role of the Death Watch that was before this last death. But what you said is correct. The people do not have the money to actually release them. Then he walks towards the cell. Then he actually pressed the button. And then the cell opens up electronically, and you can see the villagers actually walk out. Go back to your village, you. I do apologize, but you were not treated harshly. The villagers and looking at you, Real Costa. Thank you. The villagers look, whoever you are. But then you see the Gamorrean actually look confused, looking at you, and
Just head back to the village quickly, and take your Gamorrean friend with you.
okay, all right, okay. Trudeau, you can, if you reveal yourself to stop the Gamorrean from going back, it's gonna arouse suspicion because they are going through this direction.
Hmm.
Just
And you
get,
forgot. And you forgot to tell Real Costa. It's like, oh, but he's going back to the village.
you head
Okay.
back to the village, getting up later.
Yeah, exactly.
At
Okay.
least you know it's safe. At least you know it's safe.
Yeah, exactly. We can
No,
pick
he's
him
safe.
up from the village.
Okay. I'm actually going to oh boy.
You shout, it's gonna be worse. So you reveal yourself, it's also gonna be worse for Real Costa. I mean,
Okay, just for all. Okay.
You
I
also
think
ruin his clan prestige.
that is true. For the sake of I will I am happy knowing that this Gamorrean is safe. Besides, the Gamorrean is quite trained in the martial art in martial combat. I can assume so. He would know how to defend himself.
yes. And this way
And-
you receive a message in. It's like when you play KOTOR. The Gamorrean is safe. You may retrieve the Gamorrean companion later on after the quest ends.
Yes. Okay.
Optional objective achieved. Save the
Yes.
Gamorrean.
Yep. Secondary objective complete. Slave
Okay.
and Gamorreans safe, and not under the blade of a red lightsaber. Then, after that, you notice those actually. Tudor, Aslin, Jajo, Anduin, Rel Costa managed to actually release the slave. But then the clone trooper actually looks to Rel Costa. Now, the slave actually left. But, are you going to be living with them, or do you have some other things you need to do, Rel Costa? But, I thought your plan was, how do I put it, bloodthirsty, craving for combat and war, and adept in assassinations.
Exactly. And I am my father's son. And that's exactly why I, as part of the other half of my job, am also looking into those temples. And may have to kill your two guests in the process.
Kill them? Hmm. If it's a job, but sadly, I cannot allow you to kill my guests. He raises his blaster at you, and the other Death Watch also raise their blasters at you as they move away. They are my esteemed guests. If you want to head straight towards the temple, be my guest. But if you want to kill them, I cannot allow that, because I have been employed under them.
Their death isn't my main objective. However, I surely hope they don't try to get in my way.
Then I hope that you too, or yourself, will have a mutual conversation with them. Whatever they're doing, they're just heading towards those ruins. I'm not too sure why, I'm not too sure what for, but I'll be waiting for them to be back by tomorrow. If I don't see them, and I only see you, then I will assume something bad have happened. But if I see them coming back, and I don't see you, I would assume that perhaps you have walked off some other direction and you have done what you have need to do. But I will make sure that my scouts will always be there to actually see what you're actually doing. But you're just by your lonesome. What can you do? However, you have my
I
permission to investigate the ruins. It's further up to the north, past this camp. It's a day's travel.
perfect. And I assure you, I am my father's son after all. I'm sure I can do plenty. But on my honor, I'll assure that I won't try to make any trouble for you and your contract.
Mm, please do. Besides, I'll be waiting for them. They have given me a hefty sum of credits. And my small entourage of Death Watch here is eager for a fight. Join me, Rel Costa. Perhaps you can actually join my unit. Your father would have been very proud if you were to join. And this new empire that I've heard of is going to bring an end to this new galactic republic. You heard this, Rel Costa. This new empire? Question mark. You never heard of them before. But to destroy the new galactic republic, meaning that Supreme Chancellor Amidala is going to be in trouble, or the new Jedi Order. But can this new empire go against the might of the new republic, the new galactic republic? You are unsure. But VIP, or CT9690, is asking you to actually join him. What do you do?
For now, I'll have to postpone that. I need to get this job done as quickly as possible. However, once I return from the tomb or from the temple, then let's say we sit down and have a drink.
He walks over to you. Then roll for persuasion with advantage.
19.
All right. He looks to you. Rel Costa, I admire your father. He touches your shoulder. But if you ever want to join again a clan that you deserve, then perhaps we can take down the Jedis together. I am tasked to hunt down a Jedi and a Padawan on Titan, as permission given to me by His Grace himself. But look for me there whenever you are able to. Then perhaps upon their dead bodies we will have a drink together.
I'll look
You
forward
heard.
to it.
Then he looks, he turns. You shall make your way towards the temple. Be good and be kind. The two people that walk there. They might not be the nicest person I've met, but at least they give good credits.
Of course. Like I said, I won't make any trouble for you and yours.
He bows his head, and then you can see the path open, heading towards the north. Now, Rel Costa, do you head there by yourself, or do you need to tell the rest of the group to make one very huge, big U-turn just to meet you just to meet you?
He will actually start to head towards that path, and once he gets out of earshot from the Mandalorians and Death Watch, he will, on his comms, tell the rest of them to circle around and stay out of sight to make it further towards the north.
Okay. All right. Okay, you head straight, then you radioed in and
It's
telling
just
them,
plain
okay,
business.
You role play this to the rest of the party and tell them that they have to make the big round up. But because they got two towns, but the only one that's going to be difficult is Tudor. So it's slightly treacherous instead of following the path. So those with the tauntauns don't have to roll. They roll with Constitution saving throw with advantage. Those on foot, sadly, luckily tauntauns can carry humanoid people, but not a hut, sadly.
Hmm.
Yes. So, okay. Aslin will be using the Tauntaun, obviously. So so Anduin will be using the Tauntaun, and then most likely follow carry Jajo. But Tudor will have to actually walk up the treacherous mountains itself, the cold, treacherous passageway. So now, okay.
Can I actually try something like cut off some tree branches to make a sleigh and have me and the other Tauntaun basically drag Tudor at least halfway through before we reach anything climbable or dangerous, so we can drag him like a sleigh.
You can, all right, because it's not for trees, you can try to do that. But who else is gonna help you though? Only Jajo and Anduin can help you.
Yeah, I basically I'll ask for their help in also
Yeah.
with this.
Turdo can also help if you want to make that sled, that simple sled. But also, somebody need to roll for survival. Okay, you have the idea, Jajo and Anduin and Turdo help. Okay, somebody need to roll for assist. Okay, Anduin roll a 10. Okay, Jajo roll survival, Turdo roll for survival. I want to see what bonus can you give Aslin. Survival pass. Okay, Turdo 6. Okay. Alright, Aslin, Jajo only give you a +1 bonus. You roll your survival with advantage.
Okay. Advantage +1. Ooh, 21.
21. Okay. Alright. Okay. Turdo and Jajo and Anduin. With the three of your help, you went further ahead from this location and then went to another particular area. You radioed in to Rail Costa and said that you need some time to actually create some sled for Turdo so that the two Tauntauns can then carry it up the mountains itself with Turdo sitting there so you don't have to actually go up and get extremely tired from this particular journey itself heading straight towards the ruins. But you waited and you waited until the storm actually arrived and it's getting colder and then colder. Okay, everyone, roll for Constitution saving throw. Okay, with advantage.
Antonia.
What the? Oh, Aslin failed because so tired.
Yeah.
Failure.
All right. Okay. Right. Aslin, you are fatigue level 1.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where is my fatigue?
Disadvantage on ability checks because I have it here on the character sheet.
Okay. All right. Yep. Disadvantage on ability checks. It's all right. Okay. After arriving. Okay. But Turdo, after Aslin did everything to actually help you, creating a sled and everything else, but you notice he's already tired and fatigued. But and when the time you all arrive to where Real Costa is, Real Costa, you also notice that Aslin is tired and fatigued. But you now already at the foot of the mountains, already at the top of the mountains itself. You can see the ruin in the distance. The moment when you arrive.
Oh wow! Now I actually have to reload the map. Just give me a second.
Okay. The storm itself is actually treacherous. The moment you actually reach the top of the mountain itself, you can actually feel the wind. You can feel the cold. You can see a broken bridge in front. The moment you actually all arrive. But you can see the buildings, some of them with roof, some without. I removed dynamic lighting because I think one of our players actually crashes the PC. I think during the last previous session, another session. So now,
Yeah, that'll be Roach.
okay, all right. Now we're gonna go to Turdo and then straight to Anduin. Turdo, one action to you. Okay, all right. Turdo, one action to you. What do you want to do?
So I can move 20 feet. Because that's the hut's movement
Yep,
speed.
20 feet.
Because...
Yep.
Okay.
That's one more than 19.
Yep, it darn right is. Now where's the measuring tool?
Sorry.
Yep, the measuring tool,
We-
20 feet.
So
remember,
I can move up to...
the bridge here
Yeah.
is broken.
The
You need
bridge
an
is
athletic.
broken.
Yeah, you need to wait your turn later to jump over it with your athletic or acrobatics.
Okay, so... I'm going to move here, and I'm going to investigate and I want to investigate the broken bridge.
Mhm.
Does it look like something that a humanoid would be able to easily jump?
Roll for investigation.
Oh boy. Serves me right for dumping 2 stats.
Her?
Yep, I'm listening.
Yeah, he
Okay.
rolled.
Yep. Okay. Okay. When you actually investigate and you look at it, you're unsure. Is it because of age? Or perhaps due to human error? Or is it because it's caused by humans? Or any alien races? You're unsure, Turdo. Okay, your action's done. Okay, Ashley, your turn.
I'll basically move up my 1 second because the map suddenly also gone. So let me just reload the page because as soon as I pressed on another tab, the map basically just puffed out, gone.
Yep. You cannot go to another tab. You must stay on a map, otherwise it will turn black.
Yeah, so I'll go to my maximum movement and be here and attempt to investigate the bridge. And bridge is investigation. Oh, nothing.
Nope.
Pretty much it's a broken bridge.
Due to the cold and due to being fatigued, you're able to actually figure out
Mhm.
about the broken bridge. Aslan. Now, Jajo, your turn.
We go here. Misa asks, so how do we cross? And yes, smart idea. I only can think of jump.
A simple jump could do. But if you roll a 1, you're going to fall into the cold water and receive cold damage. All right.
Jajo
Roll
can
for
attempt
athletic.
to jump or you
Roll for athletic. You can roll to jump. Just don't roll too low. That's all.
Just don't mess up.
You almost fell. You almost fell. But that's all you
Almost.
need. Yeah, almost fell, but that's all you need. A simple jump. And you're actually across to the other side, which is here. Yep, correct. And now your action is done. Okay, Rail Costa, your turn. You notice Jajo just jumped over from the other side towards the broken bridge.
Rel is going to make his way over. And I think he'll attempt to jump over the bridge.
Okay. Athletics.
Oh boy. Oh boy, this is not going to be fun.
Well, if this skinny Gungan can do it, you can, Miss Misa. Use a jumpo, use a bomba Jedi. That's what Misa's probably. That's what it's gonna say.
Who put that gunk in a cheerleader uniform?
My athletics are -2.
actually
Okay.
Gungan is strong, just to show.
Yeah. Yep, that's strong. All right. Roller Coaster, you actually jump even further than Jajo. You walk over. Right, Anduin, now it's your turn. You can see Jajo
Anduin
and
is
Roller
the
Coaster jumping over.
use the force. He have the force. I'm the one put in.
All right, Anduin, your turn. Wait. Does Anduin have control? Yep,
Ooh.
should have.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to do athletics, right, for jumping.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's go. Oh wait, it's not what I want to see. That's not
Force sleep.
giving me funny table to look at. So core. There we go. Athletics. 12.
All right, to pass. And you jump next to Jajo. He's here.
Move your token. Yeah.
Yep, I move on. All right, okay, Anduin, back to you again. What you want to do?
Undoing, not me.
Yeah, Anduin. Yeah, Anduin. Back to Anduin again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we do something else.
Yeah. Now I'm going right, left, right, right, left.
Jajo there maybe can give a helping hand whoever fail.
Yes.
All right. Do I do anything else? I thought wait everyone across.
What's your next action then? It's still your
I guess
action. So yeah, 30 feet.
scope
Actually.
ahead. I don't
No,
know.
Anduin stay behind. He had the highest strength.
Like scope ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Is there
This wall
anything?
is roughly about 5 to 6 feet high. The walls, it's not broken. Okay.
Can I see anything ahead of me?
Okay. Roll for perception.
What do your Jedi? What do your Jedi eyes see?
Your Jedi eyes see nothing. Then,
The Force. The Force has failed me.
all right. Okay, Real Costa, your turn.
Um. Hmm. Yeah, I want to move forward a bit and see. Do I see any signs of anyone or those two figures or anything?
Okay, from
Pointing
where
at
you are right now, these walls are blocking your vision. The one that
Ow.
enters the ruins itself. Hey, now roll four perception.
Uh, 24.
Try to look around. Other than the snow and the winds itself and the falling snow, you don't see them. Okay. Do you want to walk forward again?
Not yet. I'll actually
Okay.
end my turn right here.
All right. Okay, Jajo, your turn. You wait, right? Okay. Aslin, Jajo is waiting for somebody to jump over, but because you're using an ability check, okay, you have disadvantage.
Wait, who has the ability? Me?
Yeah, you have a disadvantage on ability check.
Oh, yeah. Mainly on my
Mm.
jumping. So I'll be here. Are there any rocks like around me big enough for me to step on them, but they are like loose, so I can use the force to basically build a temporarily bridge?
You want to use your force points just for that? Do you have any force abilities that do that?
I don't actually know even if there is such an ability.
Mm.
I mean, I could use my force push pull to just pull a couple of rocks that are wide enough for me to step on them, just so I can put some here and just walk on top of them.
Sadly, you cannot use force push, force pull for that. Levitation,
Okay.
you can.
Well, let me check. Do I have anything? I have slow descent, sense emotion. Nah, I don't have anything of that nature.
Lisa is looking at you.
Yeah.
Lisa, jump.
I'll just jump to here with his help. So I'll be rolling normal. Is it?
Well, he have to roll for his athletic first. If he fail, then you have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So I'll just wait for L.
Jajo roll athletic.
Wait,
Yeah. If you fail, if you pass, then he doesn't have the disadvantage. It's just a normal roll. Okay. All right, Aslin, roll for your athletic with disadvantage. I mean, if you fall, you fall. I mean, through cold water, of course.
I'll use
Yep.
I'll use my slow descent ability. Slow descent,
Okay. Is it a reaction?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, one reaction. It says here.
Okay.
I'll use it on me so I can basically grab to the ledge.
No, you still fall into the water, but now just roll for con save. That's all. If you fail the con save, you get the cold damage.
Coldest water in the galaxy.
It's
It
too
is
cold.
extremely cold.
I mean,
Okay.
this is why I suggested, to
Roll 2d6.
to use my force push, force pull to just pull some rocks, put them here, and just
Cannot,
walk on
cannot,
them.
cannot. The rule doesn't say that. It
Ugh.
doesn't allow that. So you fall into the cold water. The moment you splash, you receive 4 HP damage.
Ow.
Then you climb up. A rope is wet. It's extremely wet. So you need to actually dry yourself up with fire because now your con save will have disadvantage, and you will always receive constant 1d6 damage.
I'll just set up fire here and a camp for me to dry myself.
All right.
What do you use to burn?
Hmm?
What do you use to burn?
Mm,
Oh, you bitch.
yes.
Whatever is around. I'll just gather whatever is around to set up a flame. Wait.
No, you cannot do anything yet for that because you already used up your action.
Mhm.
Okay, Trudeau, you notice Aslin fell into the water. He climbed up completely wet, but it's actually shivering. And he quickly rushed towards the broken building and trying to look for something to make into a campfire.
But
Now, Trudeau, is your turn.
wait. How high was the water? Because slow descent supposed to slow my fall down, as in I don't
Yeah, but you
splash.
fell into the water. You don't get fall damage. You fell into the cold water. That's all.
Oh, okay.
It means it's not. It means it's not that high. It's not that deep. What we call.
Hmm.
You got wet.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
you got
Yeah.
wet and it's extremely cold. Try imagining yourself falling into Mount Everest's coldest water. Okay,
But
so
Mount Everest has no water.
yeah, just
It's a
imagine,
lake.
just
Yeah.
imagine, just imagine. Okay,
Going into
all
a
right.
frozen lake. It's-
Yeah, nobody can actually withstand a real cold frozen lake. Okay, so you still get hypothermia out there, and you can still die though. So better be careful. So Trudeau, it's your action. We're waiting for you.
It is my turn. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to jump across.
Mm-hmm.
with your legs.
I think you've forgotten something.
All right. Trudeau is like, how am I
I'm
gonna jump
going to-
over?
I'm going to actually use force. I'm actually going to use force push and force pull to try and gather the rubble into a bridge that I can use to cross the river.
No, you can't use force push, force pull for that.
I can't.
Cannot.
Denied. Unacceptable.
Okay.
Yep, you cannot use force push, force pull just to make a bridge.
But we see
I
them
wasn't-
in the movies and in the cartoon do it all the time. They
No.
use simple force to
You
move
know-
like a piece of
So
brick.
force
And that's
push is to push
You,
an
you would
object.
no,
Pull is to pull
but-
in an object. So you cannot
you
do
would no
that.
longer rape Palpatine.
You cannot use it to levitate the stone and float and slide on it. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way in the movies. Doesn't work that way even in black and white.
but we see them do
You're not
it.
rape.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
he
see them
died.
do it.
You're not.
So it looks
You're
like
not
so it
you're not
looks
Ray
like force
Palpatine.
push force pull is just basically like D&D's telekinetic feat. Okay,
Mhm.
so it's basically mage hand is what I'm gathering. So okay, against my better judgment, I'm also going to try and I'm gonna get a. It's not on the map, but I'm gonna try and get a running start. So I can actually jump across. I'm fairly strong, so I imagine this would be relatively make up for the disadvantage of being slow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get a running start and jump over the gap in the bridge.
All right. Don't any of you
But
guys have like force
but
jump
before
or
I do, I want
something?
to say, make sure someone has. So I'm just
All
I'm
right.
gonna
Okay,
ask.
Jajo.
Okay,
Jajo, roll for your athletics again. Okay, so that he can get that advantage
Edwin, can I
roll.
help?
Huh?
Edwin.
Anduin can help. Anduin can help, but
He's really fine.
he's already at that side. He did notice as like Aslin fell into the water and he got up and then walk off. Okay,
Edwin.
now, all right, now Tudo, roll for your athletics with advantage.
nice. Oh, well, what do you know?
Even without the advantage, you'll still pass. This 13 and a 24 is still pass. Now
Okay.
you jump next to Jajo, and now it is still cold though, due to the winds itself. Now back to you again, Tudo. Okay, your action. What you will do?
Okay, I'm going. I only have 20 feet movement speed, but I'm going to make. I want to try and aid. Um, I want to try and aid. Aslan in trying to create a fire. So I'm going to look for anything that could be used to start it.
All right. Yeah, the DC is quite high around this location, okay, for survival check because you're looking for firewood, looking for anything that can actually start a fire. Okay, you can actually use your lightsaber to touch him. Like, are you heating up yet? Bzz, bzz, bzz.
No, that would probably not work.
All right.
So I'm
Okay.
going to. I'm going to.
Roll for survival.
Okay, sorry. Nope.
Nope, fail. Okay, wasted that action looking for any twigs or wood just to throw so we can actually make that fire. Now, Aslin, your turn.
I'll just roll for survival. I have 5 points on it, so I'm hoping to find.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Hey, even on disadvantage, I still find some.
Yep, you did actually find some twigs, some little bit of wood from within the ruins itself, and you put it at the side.
I just put
Okay.
it here
Now
and
you
start a fire.
okay. Do you have any matches or anything to start a fire? You can't say you're gonna use a lightsaber to start a fire.
I think my traveling equipment has basically that, but I don't know if the Star Wars universe has the equivalent of a match. I have an explorer's backpack.
What does your explorer's backpack give you?
Everything like the ropes and the matching and the and everything. It's the same as D&D explorer backpack. No
They
different.
this and that only. They have a mesh kit lah, how to open up 10, but I don't know does it relate or not.
Okay. Open up then. Well, they don't have like
I mean, you could probably break a glow rod and use it.
if
And
you have a glow
also,
rod, yeah.
yeah, sure. I mean, it's the same thing as the regular D&D survival explorer backpack, so it should have like the matching tool. If not, I mean,
Right.
yeah, lightsaber. I
Okay.
can just grab one.
As long
Yeah.
Okay, you still start a fire. You start
Yeah.
a fire, so you don't have that disadvantage on con save, but you're still wet though. So you're still wet. It's not gonna be immediate. You're gonna dry up. Okay, it's not gonna be immediate. So you have to at least have like a full 8 hours of rest here at this location. But since you already started a fire, yeah, that's already gonna cause alarm right now. Now, okay, Jajo, to you. You're now at the statue. You're in the middle ground. You can see the floors underneath you, Jajo, like circular area. You can see some sort of bowl in front of this statue. So the statue is wearing a robe, covered up, head down, holding some sort of a stick with two hands right in the middle of its chest. The bowl itself, you can see some sort of silvery substance, like circular metal sense. You think to yourself, could be money.
Mercury.
So, Jajo, what do you want to do?
Jajo feel odd. He's investigate a bit, didn't really like touch it or what, just see what he can understand from visual.
Visual, huh? Okay, you can either choose to roll for investigation, you can choose to roll for lore if you actually know about this state, this statue they're actually looking at. Okay, let me see what you roll. Okay, you investigate the statue, the feet of the statue, the bowl itself. You can see snow actually on the bowl and on top of the hood. The statue is actually like silverish in color, eyes running down. But if you look at it further, nothing special.
Mm. But
All right,
since it's
that's
nothing special, it's just like, oh well, go ahead.
okay. Remember, you always have 30 people movement and an action. Okay, Rail Costa, your turn. You notice that Turdo and Aslin Rail is actually making a fire.
Oh, nothing we can do about it now.
Too late now. You're gonna tell Aslin, oh no, don't start a fire, but nope, too late. No, that's already caused an alarm. So now whoever is here will know you're here.
This will never lead to an unavoidable misunderstanding.
Okay, what you wanna do, Rail Costa?
Um, hmm. Yeah, I think Bro will move forward. Um, yeah, I'll move forward to right here. His blaster rifle at the ready. Is there anything that Canna wants to do?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. He'll move right there and he'll end his turn.
Okay,
think
you look at the
that's
same
great.
statue that Jahajo is actually looking at. Same bowl, coins inside, and a hooded figure holding some sort of a stick, like a silverish stick. Like,
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if there was anything special about the statue.
okay, you can roll for investigation, or you can roll for lore, or you can roll for perception.
I'll do perception.
Okay, the statue itself seems to be like snow falling on it. You can see the pupil of the eyes of the hooded figure. You notice is actually female, but the cloak is actually covering up her body and holding that stick. You notice that the stick that she's holding looks like a light saber. That's what you
That's a
notice.
woman.
And then the bowl, though, the coins. You notice two coins, quite recent, placed there. Galactic Republic coins. But then you don't know who this woman is. Then you just look at Jajo, and then you turn to say Anduin. Now, Anduin, your turn. You're gonna have two
Hooray.
actions though. Your first action, then is your action again. Then back to Rail again.
I guess I'll check over here for some force secrets.
Okay, you look through the door. You enter the ruins. You can see the wall to your right. You can see the roof on top of your head. The snow actually doesn't really cover much of this place, but this seems to be some sort of a house, or is it some sort of storeroom? You can see jars, you can see most rubbles, you can see really old parchments on the floor, but that's about it. But you're covered from the snow and the strong winds, especially here.
Anything, if I go further in?
Okay, go for it. There's nothing much, but there's a door here though, very small door, completely crushed down, covering some of the parts. But you can actually walk through it.
Right, I'll go into here.
Okay, now what do you want to do?
I guess search for any kind of lost artifacts. Since there is a lady with a lightsaber outside statue.
All right, roll for investigation. Okay, you only Roll Costa know that there's a statue of a lady with a lightsaber. You don't know that. Yeah,
The force, the force, the force knew that I knew,
you
and
investigate the
so,
walls. You check the
well,
floor.
I would have I would have explored anyway. It's very curious.
Okay, you check the parchments. Though. You check the parchment is all written in some words or unknown languages. Okay, you never seen those language before, but you just keep the parchments elsewhere on the floor of these ruins, and that's it. That's done. Okay, then your last action. What do you do?
Uh, is this a through, or would I have to
Yeah,
like go around to here?
there's a passageway, the walls itself, but you notice the rooms and many more is mostly just empty.
Okay. The second area
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah. In the
empty.
second area, what do you want to do?
I guess I'll explore up here.
Okay. Roll for
Nice.
investigation again.
When you roll for investigation, but DM put nothing there, so I guess it's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Roll for investigation. And you don't see
Stop
anything
looking.
particular or anything
There's
interest.
nothing.
That's it. Now, Real Costa, to you.
Um,
2 actions.
let's see. He'll actually start to move forward into these ruins right here. And is there anything of note as he moves into into the log temple?
You enter the large temple, Real Costa. You can see the pillars in front of you. 4 at least, like 1 and 2, and a fallen pillar here. But you see, like further in, you can see a number of other pillars and a statue further. It's actually slightly dark. The sunlight is actually unable to actually penetrate most of the walls itself. But the statue itself is actually covered by the huge walls further within. But other than that, it is quiet. You don't see anybody else other than the statue, the pillars, and the sound of your own breath. Now, one more act. Okay, what do you want to do? You can roll for perception.
Okay.
Okay, what's with the awkward silence?
I'm waiting for his perception. Waiting for Real Costa's perception.
Sorry, my bad. I just had a slight brain lapse. My bad.
He failed. He failed at real life perception. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I got
Yep,
a
yep,
12. I got a 12,
yep.
but it was on that one.
Yeah, it's a net one. So it's like it's a 12, but nope, you don't notice anything, you don't hear anything. Okay, one last action. Real Costa, what do you do?
He's going to um, he's going to sling the blaster rifle over around his shoulder. He's going to pull his. He's going to have his lightsaber at his side at the ready. He's going to go further in.
Mhm.
He's going to stealth further inside.
Okay, roll for stealth.
Let's hope this does better. Much better. 16.
Okay, you stealth further in. You stand next to the pillar, the closest pillar you can see. You stood there. Now, Jajo, your turn. 2 actions. Real Costa
Uh,
went into the temple. You notice that he actually took out his lightsaber as he slowly walks in. While Aslin Rail and Turdo is actually next to the fire. Let me take out the fire here. Here's the case. Okay, what do you want to do, Jajo? 2 action.
yeah, you'll come to this area just to see anything dangerous or what to camp for now, since it seems the team not moving.
Anything dangerous? Well, unless Real Costa did not tell you guys that his 2 cloak figures are here, yeah, you will not know it's dangerous or not.
Yeah. So he come to this side of the space, plan to like a makeshift hideout for not hideout, place to stay overnight.
All right. Yep. You actually stood there. The snow did not hit you because there's a roof on top of your head. But it seems to be a crumpled old room with a number of walls and ruins actually on this floor. But that's about it. But you look for a place that's actually comfortable for you to actually rest. But roll for investigation. Okay. You look at the floor, you look at the walls, you look at the ceiling. Will it fall on your head? You're unsure. But it's a good place for you to actually sit down and rest, and perhaps even eat. Now, one last action for you. What do you want to do, Jajo?
He come to everyone. Everyone, where are you guys? Do we camp here for now or how? He come to everyone.
Okay. Okay, Turdo, you can roleplay one action. You heard Jajo said, are we going to camp here for the night?
Okay. I will say, as much as I agree with the sentiment, we still have quite a lot to do if we want to bring that clone trooper back to the light. If that is still our plan, of course.
How about the others?
Hmm.
I mean,
It is true. The others will also need help.
the moment
Anyway.
these two Sith people are either driven off or even outright killed, at least, they'll have no reason to serve them.
No, but unless
Anyway.
we can.
Jajo give a ping. He's at the building nearby. At least they know where is he. He know where is Aslin because he saw the fire. So he don't know where is Adwin and Rail. Where are they doing? And Tudo seems he's moving around, unsure.
Okay. All right. Okay. Aslin already reported back. Rail Costa, you heard the comm from Jajo. Roleplay, one action.
He will, in a hushed tone, he'll speak to the others through the comms. Be careful where you move into. The two hooded figures are here somewhere.
We could lay an ambush for them just outside, just outside, and just simply wait for them.
There's no telling what's
Okay.
in that temple, and if they get what's in that temple, then an ambush might not be the best solution.
Side story. Although you all cannot hear, but suddenly Jajo become silent.
Oh no! So,
All right.
anyways.
Okay, Anduin, your turn.
Alright, Anduin will go. Right on the map. But, anyways, I will go Nerf.
Mm-hmm. You will go
Explore.
north.
Nerf. This building in the Nerf.
No. Oh,
All right.
okay.
All right. Okay.
No.
What do you want to do?
I guess explore and see if there's anything they might be looking for. Or might anything be of some objective value.
Okay. Roll for investigation. Nope. You don't see anything other than Jajo. They just finished talking to you. Maybe due to the communication, you're actually unable to hear what it's actually saying. Anyway, one last action. Anduin.
Okay. Guess I'll go out here to my friend over here. If that's an enemy, I'll be really bad.
Okay. You're not selfily walking to him, huh? Okay.
That's not the Sith, is it?
No.
Well,
If he was, he'll probably attack. But you just walk. Okay, Rail Costa, we're actually stealthily moving through the pillars. You just see Anduin just walking over to you. Tuk, 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 tuk.
And he'll give him a look like, really?
And
He'll start to move forward. and
And the
he'll
snow
try to take another
stops.
look. Oh shit!
All right, Theodore, two actions to you. What do you want to do?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, I'm actually just going to check on Aslan to see if he's doing okay.
He's cold. He's shivering.
Okay. I'm going to stay with him just to make sure he's still just to make sure he warms back up again and just to make
Okay.
sure he's okay, really.
All right, just roll for simple survival to make sure he's all right.
Okay. Okay. Survival, please.
Oop.
Oh, come
Okay.
on.
I'll also need to roll for survival, I think, right?
Yeah, but with disadvantage.
Because of the slithering hand make you uncomfortable.
Well, net. Okay. So many nets. That's not a good sign.
I'll actually use my what you call it, inspiration.
Yeah. Okay. Then you have to roll again.
Normal or disadvantage?
Normal.
I thought used already. Not yet, right?
Oh yeah. This is his first use there. That's it. The inspiration restores back every session. It's just like a luck point. Okay. Right. You actually try to you rub yourself your shoulder left and right, trying to actually make sure that the cold is gone. But again, you need that long rest in order to actually warm yourself up. But Rail Costa, you actually walk in. Roll for stealth and perception.
Okay. Let's use stealth. 16. And perception. 16.
Okay. We look to the pillars to the north. You look to the pillars to your left. The pillars is actually quite tall. It reaches all the way up to the ceiling, which is roughly about 60 feet high. Okay, just let me put it here. Let me actually reveal it. Not too sure whether you guys can actually see it, but it's actually, I can see it perfectly fine from my end. All right.
Yeah, we can see the
Alright.
writing here.
Okay, good. You look up to the pillars itself. You can see on top of the pillars is another top of ceiling, but most of it is just fallen ruins, holes among each other. But the lights is actually unable to actually penetrate this whole place. There's a lot of hiding spots here, Real Costa. Places that even yourself will actually find an advantage when hiding. Where you can see the statue of another woman in front, holding what seems to be a staff, hood covering her face. Then, does you already use up? You can use a movement though. You already use up to action. You can still move up to about 30 feet.
Well, we'll move up. And let's see. Does he sense anything in the force with his natural force sight?
Okay, natural foresight. Well, so far, nobody have been using the force for the time being, but you can actually roll for your wisdom. Okay, so we do
This is part of because he's Miraluka, he always has it
Mhm.
active by default.
Mm-hmm.
He has a force revision.
Yeah, again, blind sight to 30 feet. Your advantage on wisdom perception try against living targets within 30 feet. Yep. Sadly, 30 feet. Still too far away.
Okay.
Still very far away, so you don't notice anything. Through the walls, I don't think you can see. The pillars and so on, you're able to see through it.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Foresight. Even 60 feet high on top the ceilings itself is able to penetrate and see use. And you're able to, you cannot gain the benefit of the light side glow blue, those from the free to the dark side glow red. As long as it's pillars and anything is actually blocking your sight, you're able to see it. But that's it. Okay. Wisdom sense of the outside against living target within 30 feet. Now, Jajo, your turn. Two actions.
Okay, Jajo was in fear, this and that because it's only here, they are nearby. He actually moved around, peek around only. Hopefully didn't see them. Can you see outside or anything?
You can see. These are broken walls. These are
I like how
walls
he
you cannot
sounds.
see.
I like how Jojo is just like a Chinese Jar Jar. It's adorable.
Yes. Well, then again, the real Lucas did actually refer to the Gungans more like, those fishermen type of Asian fishermen, like from Vietnam and
Oriental
stuff.
fisherman.
Oriental,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now I
Okay,
only need my
Jajo.
long whisker.
Okay, Jajo, 2 actions. What do you do?
Okay, just roll for because he's fear, he always in a state. Look around.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to roll because it's nothing actually.
Okay. All right. Look around. Roll for perception.
There's nothing to look. Also, don't need to roll.
So yep, you can still hear Anduin and Real Costa though if you pass. Yeah, you can. You can actually see Real Costa and even hear him perfectly,
Shit.
and even Anduin.
So
Anduin's not
okay.
making. Anduin, you notice, is not making a good job in trying to hide himself from pillar to pillar like Real Costa. So whatever Real Costa is trying to do, whoever is hiding here and looking at all of you, know that all of you are actually hiding, and they always have advantage. So because yeah, as lead starting the fire have actually caused them to actually like be alert. Now, Jajo,
Okay,
one more action
Jaju,
for you.
he go to Anduin. Uh, I heard from the camp days, those black figures are here. There. Or the,
Yes. he's just his words. He's like, yeah, that's good. Okay.
okay, let's say I'm Roche. I will talk like this. Yeah, they're here. Just watch out only lah.
Yeah. If Rose was the actual player was here, be like, yeah, he'll say that. Watch out only lah. Don't care lah. Die lah. So,
Yes.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
be safe. Eh, eh.
Now he's more fearful. He ducked to the ground, smaller himself. So shouldn't we, in a soft tone, shouldn't we get out of here now?
Not yet. We haven't found anything dangerous. Don't be scared of ghosts until they're real.
He faced towards doing the eye big. You did say you saw two black figure. Sorry. Rael say he saw two black figure.
Probably. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Now
That's why.
okay, for 3 turn, he will duck here for fear. Always on perception lookout.
okay.
You're not convincing him.
It'll be fine. Probably. Most likely.
Okay.
Just a side note,
Now,
Jajo is your only medic,
okay. Now, Aslin, 2 actions to you. What you want to do? You failed together with Tudo earlier on. You're still cold though.
Still gonna try and warm myself up.
Mm-hmm.
So another
Okay.
survival.
Yep. But this time with disadvantage again.
How about he roll for con save instead?
It's not the time yet. So yeah. Okay. It's okay. Just like drying up. You don't have to roll for that. Now you don't have to roll for the damage yet. Earlier on, you should have for your survival or critical 1. So now, yeah, you're gonna get damage because of the cold. Okay, Trudeau. Okay, Aslin, one more action. What do you do?
Just staying near the fire, not moving actually, because I want to get
Okay,
warmed up. That's why I don't want to risk getting damaged. So all my actions will be just staying near the fire until I'm fully dry.
all right. Okay, Trudeau, your turn. 2 actions.
Okay. I'm just going to ask Aslan, do you need me to stay or can you handle yourself?
I would say if you can find some extra wood, that'll be okay. Otherwise, you can go.
Oh, I was hoping for Aslin to say, "I need a big, strong hut to warm me up."
I'll find you some wood. So I'm
Jojo,
going to go out and look for some wood.
Okay, all right. Survival check.
Okay.
I like Jojo. He sounds like a overweight Sean Connery, and I love it.
Mm.
Survival.
Yeah, survival. Whoa, all right. You found wood and really a lot of it. Your concern for Aslin actually lets you focus to find the most that you can find. You actually went to the ruins here, Tudor. You found some old parchments with some weird writings on it and some old scrolls. You brought it back and threw it straight to the fire. Or do you throw it? Do you throw all the parchments and the scrolls into the fire?
Yeah, I'm. So, and then I would say to myself in Huttese, I hope those weren't important. Okay, so
Leave the parchments. Yeah, I'll read them to keep
He no,
myself busy.
he already threw the whole thing to actually make you warmer.
Oh,
So you don't have to roll for disadvantage. Okay,
Oh.
you don't have to roll for disadvantage. He took all the old parchment and the old scrolls and just threw it straight to the fire. So you don't have to roll for disadvantage. You'll still warm yourself up. You just need to pass a certain DC so you don't get that 1d6 damage every turn. Okay. Yes. Eh, So yeah, burn all the key items.
Those
There goes
probably
all
won't be
clues.
important. That's a mystery item. We'll
Urgent,
save for later. Frozen fire.
urgent
All right.
situation require urgent action.
Okay, Trudeau, you still got one more action. You're like thinking, I hope those parchments were not important, but as long as my friend Aslin is okay, I don't care.
okay. Now that that's done, I'm going to ask again. Do you still need me to do anything or not?
For the time being, no, that's okay. But if you find anything important and you have no time to read it, do give it to me.
Very well then. I'll keep you in mind. So I'm going to now explore the ruins. I'm not well. I can only move 20 feet per
Yeah,
turn.
20
So
feet. Yep, that's it. Now, back to Anduin. Anduin, to action.
Ooh. Alright. I will have to follow Rel's lead. And be a sneaky boy.
All right, you have to roll for stealth. All right. Okay. Okay, one more action. Okay.
Okay. I'll put my Jedi in defense mode.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In defensive mode. All right, Real
Then
Costa, two actions to you. Real Costa.
Yes.
Okay, two actions to you.
I will move forward this way, keeping under stealth and keeping an eye out for anybody in the nearby vicinity.
Okay. All right. Now, Real Costa and Anduin, roll for perception.
what do my Jedi eyes perceive?
Fail. Okay. Anduin, the moment like Real Costa actually moved to that particular area, this particular area of the ruins itself. Okay, Real Costa, due to your sight, your special sight, you're unable to see them. But the moment they actually come closer towards the moment they arrive, they jump from the ceiling itself, and we notice them, two figures jumping down, and then landed next to Real Costa.
Goodbye, Real Costa. They just drop down and decapitate him.
Okay. Alright, he's caught by surprise. Now, the moment he actually lands, lightsabers like turn red, glowing dark red. You've never seen these lightsabers before, Anduin. But Jajo, the moment you actually feel and notice them jumping down, they're still far away, so you don't get frightened yet. But Rail Costa is already there, like landed. Both lightsabers actually to Rail Costa before Rail Costa could even ignite his lightsaber. Both sabers to your neck, Rail Costa. You can see a particular person, bull-headed, white skin, and then after another one, it's like full helm, like saber looking. And then before Anduin could do anything, they said, stay where you are, Jedi. He points to you, this particular person, and said, then you see this person actually looking to you, Anduin looks to Rail Costa, and said, let's just kill this one and leave that one to me. Scourge, he said, what did I say? Be nice. But they both have the advantage against you, Rail Costa. Lightsabers unelected. Well, for a moment you actually fail to notice them. But as usual, roll for initiative, just in case. Everyone, except for Aslin, of course.
Except for Costa. As soon as he moves, he cuts himself on the edge. Wait, how do I roll precision? How do I roll initiative? I full gore.
Okay, so I got a 16.
That we will do it.
Tudor is not in the turn order because you did
Sorry,
not
I'll
click
do it.
on you did not click on your token.
Yeah, you need to click on your token.
Let's try
Then
that
you can,
again.
yeah. Click your token. Let me see your initiative
Oh, yeah,
first.
12.
I'll just put myself in the turn order when it's actually my time to join the turn order, just so I can save up some space.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. You
20,
can ignore me. You can ignore me.
24.18.
Yeah.
Yep, I will ignore Aslin Rail all the way. He's there with the firewood and the parchment, like warm, so warm. But this attack will not happen unless somebody initiates the attack. Okay, now Rail Costa, two lightsabers behind you and in front of you. The man with a Darth Scourge looked to you and said, I sense you the moment they actually arrive at the temple itself. But the moment we smell the wood, the fire coming from outside, yeah, we just needed to make sure if it wasn't some villager. But apparently it's just some young Jedis. What is your purpose here, Jedi? I'm being nice today. But Skont apparently is not. By the way, do not want to be rude. My name's Scourge, and the one behind you is Haunt. If you're here for the same purpose that we are, then we are going to have a problem. Okay, Real Costa. Two actions with roleplay. Anduin is staying still. He cannot move because if he moves, initiative starts.
If I move, you get
They get like a free attack on Real Costa with advantage.
instantly dies.
The problem started when you dropped down weapons drawn. I suggest you put those away before we actually have a problem. And if we actually have a problem, you're going to die, and your friend Haunty is going to be even uglier than he was before.
Ooh, strong words. Haunt looked to you. Roll for intimidation.
He gets like a 19.22. Oh, what do these numbers even mean?
Then Scourge then looks to you. Wrong choice of words. You notice that he swings a lightsaber and attack. You're surprised. Unable to do anything, Recosta, until round 2. So now, okay, Turdo actually beneath, looking. Jar Jar actually saw them. This is all happened within just 6 seconds. The moment actually Turdo was going to enter the temple itself. Never to actually feel anything. But Anduin, you saw them actually swinging lightsabers, actually left and right. Okay, there's still. Okay, your dexterity is 0 for the time being, because surprise. But they still need to go against your normal armor class.
Choose your words carefully. Fuck you. Like, famous last words. I'm sorry. It's just too funny.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. Ashlyn fell. Okay, not moving. That's good.
Yep.
Rolling.
I'm basically.
You don't know anything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because they know none of them got time to use the communicator.
Yeah, no, I would say you tell me when to roll perception on the sound of the bzz, 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 bzz.
All right. Okay, Real Costa, what's your armor class?
19.
Okay, that's a hit. All right. 5 energy damage. But that's not it. The moment he attacks, then he uses. All right. Okay. What does this do?
Oops. I was just testing the powers to see how they work. I'm not actually force sleeping.
Okay. No, that's a hit. Okay. I don't want to use these powers yet. Not yet. Oh, now Haunt attacks you. The one behind you attack you. They both get advantage. Ooh, all this damage. All the damage, all the hits. 19 armor class. Even without dexterity, you're caught by surprise. So it's still 19. Whoa. Okay. Another 6 damage. Haunt is different. He will use his powers immediately. Okay. Now. Alright. Horn actually hits you. Then he touches you immediately. And then you feel your life force actually being drained. And as he absorbs it, you immediately receive 12 necrotic damage.
Oh,
And you're down.
So Rel's just dead.
No, he's down. He just have to roll death saving throw later on.
Oh.
Yep, because they didn't move. Alright, okay. Now Anduin.
Do I not
We're
get
just
a
gonna-
save? Wait, hold on. Do I not get a save or anything?
Alright. This one in the description, sap vitality. Right, only
You literally just said "fuck you" and they stab you.
makes a
with both
melee
their
force
sabers.
attack against creature you can reach. On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's written here.
I don't.
At higher levels,
Okay.
because it's power using force on second level, you get extra 1d10. Yeah.
So basically, you just flip them off, and then they stab you, and then you use force power, and then they're moving on to me. It was very flawless logic.
Now,
You just
you're down.
bite my ass, Slice. Hey, why am I dead?
Not dead yet, right? Okay, not dead yet.
Well, I mean, incapacitated, etc.
Yes. Still can roll for death saving throw. Okay.
Seems very fucking fair.
Alright. Okay. They have advantage against you, Anduin, because you are flanked.
I'm getting double banging. This is bad.
Okay, Trudeau, your turn.
My turn. I'm immediately going to, well, as
You
far
should
as
actually
I'm
see
allowed.
me, like, in defensive, swing, drawing my saber.
If I dash,
more?
I can make it to this place here.
Just like running.
But perhaps I
Killing me.
can. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to use my action to dash here,
Can I like
and
do
I'm
like
going. But I can see. I can see what's happened, right?
Of course, you
You
can
can
see what
see-
happened. You can see Real Costa actually fell immediately after he actually being slammed. You notice this person actually grabbed him by behind his head, and then you can feel that Real Costa's life actually like being sapped.
I see. So I'm going. So I'm going. So I'm going to move my there with my dash action, and I'm going to yell.
Cowards! Why not fight someone who actually poses a challenge?
They laugh.
as that says that as they're fighting actual Jedi, they're natural predators.
They just laugh. Bear. They laugh and constantly laugh. But anyway, Real Costa, roll for death saving throw.
I still need an explanation on what power he used that just automatically did 12 damage to me.
They use like a forced life drain, like a.
No, I need like an actual explanation because that didn't make any sense.
I think it's basically
Because
the
they-
inflict wounds equivalent.
Yes, inflict wound equivalent. Sap vitality.
All right.
Yeah, there's no saving throws for that, but yeah, just roll for it.
Yeah, they just swiped you with their sabers, and then one of them used their force power, and then they're like, "Oh, well, that was
I
easy."
know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me just copy paste this one. Is it under S? Where is it? S S S S. Yeah, here it is. Yep, there's no saving throw. It's immediately instantaneous.
I could have used my reaction to increase my AC since that was the start of the round, and I would have had it
Okay,
because they already took their surprise attack actions before that.
Yep, they already took the surprise action. Yep.
Would he have beaten a 24?
Yeah, they were beaten at 24.
All right. All right, that's a 12 for my first death save.
Okay,
That was
that's
like
a pass.
the worst possible action you could have taken.
All right. Yep.
I don't need the commentary for it.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
All right.
I-
Okay, Turo. Now, okay. Font. Okay, Jajo, your turn. Jajo. Wait, nobody here wants to use a free action to communicate to Aslin Ray and say we're under attack?
The
It's
other
not my
side,
move yet.
Yajo was too shocked to respond anything.
Well, I
That's,
didn't get. I didn't get.
As long as they're within 30 feet of you, you will always be frightened of them.
Oh yeah, I didn't get. I didn't get a move yet.
Is Anduin did you even roll for your initiative, Anduin?
Yeah, I got like a 9.
Click on your token. Click on your token again. Click on your token again and roll for initiative.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put a 9 on this one. Okay, let me see where are you. How come I don't see you? Okay.
Yeah, because I got a 9 before, which was
19.
confusing.
Okay, wait.
No, I got an 8. I had an 8. I had an 8
Okay,
previously.
Now I'm gonna go to. Okay, Anduin. Now it's your turn. Before Jajo.
Okay. Kind of like backflip over to Rel, and then use. Yeah, turn the music down because I can't hear
It's the
myself
death
talk.
music.
I know.
Yeah, it's dark
Kinda
side
like-
music playing.
Can you look a backflip over to Rel, use heal, and then prepare for battle?
Before you roll, before you backflip, let's see whether you pass the backflip before they both get an attack opportunity on your character. So
I just don't know. 'Cause I'm already
roll
getting.
for acrobatics.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Alan.
Anduin is Soresu.
Yes, Anduin is Oresu, correcto. But you need to explain this to Anduin because he doesn't know about it.
You can see the character sheet at the right hand side there, the lowest part.
Hmm. Yeah, otherwise, this Sith gonna knock all you guys down, and then they're just gonna walk away and leave.
Okay, because I figure they're just gonna attack me no matter what I do, so I might as well manage this death spiral of my ally. I guess I'm not sure what to do with Anduin.
Okay. Acrobatic fail. It's actually a DC 15 for acrobatics. But you've got any special powers or abilities on your character sheet, you can actually take a look at it. Otherwise, you can just fight defensively so that they have disadvantage to hit you. Well, actually, they have advantage already, so they still need to roll to hit you.
I use force disarm.
Ooh.
I'm gonna probably disarm them and further, like there was out a window or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you can try.
How do I make it roll?
You select a weapon or object being worn carried by a large similar creature within range. The creature must make a strength or saving throw. Creature's ability to use, by the time it's being carried, the save may be advantage. Okay, it's been carried, so I have advantage. So on the failed save, the item is pulled directly to you. If you have a free hand, you can catch the weapon. Otherwise, it lands on your feet. So it's one action. Its range is 30 feet. So
No,
Ooh.
I meant how do I roll it? Do I just click on it again?
Well, it doesn't say you need to roll for anything. You just select a weapon or object being worn or carried by a large or smaller creature within range. But
What
it
do you need
also
to make
says
a saving
here,
throw?
I have to make a saving throw. So if the item is being carried, literally they're both holding it, the save is made with advantage. So you have to choose Haunt or Scourge.
Haunt, cause I'll just take Haunt, cause my allies can rush him. The one
Mhm.
good ally.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna roll with advantage. I'm gonna choose either the best of his skills.
DC is 13.
DC 13.
Jojo
Alright.
just shifts away and just nothing. No, Jojo, why?
I roll a 19, nothing happened. And actually, I roll a natural 20, because I got advantage.
Then your bonus action is the Soresu.
Well, does that mean I just fight defensively automatically?
Mhm.
The
No, fighting defensively, you use a full action, meaning that you cannot
That's
even
dodge action.
declare
Oh.
an action.
Herbert,
You just
Herbert,
declare dodge.
that one's called
What?
declare dodge. Defense style is different.
All right. See, net 20 on font. I already put on the screen chat. 19 and 25. Now, you can move, but they'll have attack. They have an attack opportunity, but you cannot dash because you already declared an action.
Okay, so I guess
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just hope I don't instantly die.
Dark Horn attack you. He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna attack you with advantage.
How?
I think it's a bad time to actually try and
No,
help.
how he attack with
How?
advantage?
Flanking. Remember, you guys declared flanking to be used in the game, and usually only scoundrels are allowed to flank, not regular characters.
Yeah, some people will do flank, and then assault if it's like 4 people attacking the same person.
As long as they're within the same line together, they have flanking bonus. So
It's like a 3 or
Scourge
a
is
5.
gonna hit. Yeah, Scourge is gonna hit, and he's gonna do the same thing. Sap Vitality.
Where drops in like a sack of potatoes. I just hope they just literally just say this was the worst fight I've ever had. You guys are pathetic, and they just leave us alone.
All right, you're being hit. I'm just gonna roll for Sap Vitality again.
Whoever plays Anduin is gonna hate me if I get him killed.
All right, okay, Anduin, you receive 17 HP damage.
Okay, let me calculate that because I have horrible math skills. That's an insane amount of damage.
35 minus 17. All right, Jajo, your turn.
But you got rid
I
of
do suggest use that free action to tell Aslin, get your ass over here.
But he can use
Yep.
the defense now to reduce that damage.
Is it Soresu, right?
His defense style.
You have advantage on strike check as saying 7 to avoid being moved. Okay, that's ignored. Okay. Damage dealt to you by the target reduced by an amount equal to half your strength or constitution modifier. Your choice minimum of 1 while marked. Okay, so what's Anduin's best then? Strength or constitution?
Both are 3.
Alright, okay. So, when you do so, damage dealt to you by target is used by amount equal to half your strength. So 3, so 2 divided by 3 is 1.5, rounded down, 1 damage. So only 16. So you only receive 16 damage. Now, Jajo, now is your turn. You can shoot from range. You can tell Aslin that you're being attacked. What you want to do?
Okay, for this sad to say, I have to say for real, he's in panic. He just suddenly attacked. He haven't think of contacting anyone yet. So I will roll the short circuit. How? It's 3 damage.
Short circuit.
When did you roll for your short? Oh, he rolled upstairs. It's a 23, and it deals
23?
3 lightning damage, and
Oh.
and
On
also
who?
yeah,
On
on
Han.
on which enemy? Oh yeah, on this guy. It says here the target has disadvantage on the first attack roll made against basically Jajo until the end of the next turn.
No, they are living thing. They are not a construct or anything.
Ah, okay.
Hmm.
In this case, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You use your circuit. You slightly damage Haunt. You're like, "Argh, that hurts. That he turns and stare and looks at you, Jajo. After hitting Anduin, he turns his lightsaber to you. You're next. Then, round 2. Okay, Aslin, I'm gonna say that you hear this fight from the comm. Let's just assume that Turdo communicated to you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did yell quite loudly a statement of aggression. So
Yep.
Okay.
I do suggest you dash 60 feet.
Wait, let me just first advance 30 feet. And because I do have a ranged weapon on me, so I can definitely use that. So I'll basically stand right here, and I'll be able to attack this guy with my blaster carbine.
Okay, roll to it.
Never mind, it jammed up. It's jammed.
It's jammed immediately.
Yeah. I'll have to spend, I already used my movement, I don't have any other gimmicks, so, and I already moved, yeah, so you can move on to the next person.
Alright. Okay. Scourge. Scourge, roll for Intimidate against you. Anduin. Okay, roll for Wisdom saving throw. He said, "You let us leave this temple with the holocron, and I will let you live and save your friend." Roll Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Are you
Anduin.
talking to?
Anduin, roll for Wisdom saving throw.
I do a. Oh, you can. Okay.
Okay. Now, you can choose You're not too sure whether he's actually lying or is telling the truth, asking you to actually head straight to Real Costa and let him walk away with Darth Hunt with the holocron. So, Anduin, what do you want to do?
Can anyone tell if Rokasa's like literally just dying on the floor, or if
You
he's
can
just-
see that he's dying on the floor, but he just passed one save. He didn't fail yet.
does he
You
need to
can
make
fight
multiple
them.
saves?
He need to pass 3 times. If he passed 3 times, he's alive and unconscious. If he failed 3 times, he's dead.
Okay, so I guess we'll have to kind of let him go. We're got it with our pants on down. We're literally just gonna die. I'm like half dead. I'm gonna have to agree to disagree and let them leave, and we'll get them later.
Okay,
'Cause I
true
doubt-
though.
I-
You heard what Scourge said to Anduin.
The party can continue the fight. But I'm gonna have to go save my boy or lady. I can't really tell from the image. Bro,
It's a guy. Scourge and Haunt almost hit you the moment you move away towards Rail Costa. But Scourge stopped Haunt immediately. You have my word, Haunt. Do not strike at him as he moves away. Haunt then looks at Scourge. You do know that we need to strike every Jedi in this temple. Friends or foe, those that go against us. And Scourge then said, for the time being, we let them go.
besides, why
Then
fight
Haunt,
weakly?
then Haunt looks at Scourge and said, you're too much of a Jedi. Very well, Master. Scorch walks up to 30 feet. Trudeau, okay. Now, Real Costa, roll for death saving throw. Okay, 1 fail, 1 pass. Okay, now, Trudeau, your turn.
Okay.
Scourge is in front of you. Let Anduin go. He already let Anduin go. Do you want to strike at Scourge or Haunt?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do neither. I'm gonna use my action to dash all the way over here. And I'm going to use my bonus action to... It's not much, but I'm hoping it will help to use my... This.
Land 8. Nice. Bonus
And
action.
now-
Okay.
And now he gains 4 hit points.
Yeah. And conscious. Okay, Real
Hey,
Costa.
You are conscious. So you are conscious with 4 hit points.
Okay. Anduin, now your turn. Wait,
Hey.
this is the bonus action. You still got your action, Trudeau.
No, I used my action to dash there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Anduin,
now your turn.
I say to Rel, get out of the way, and then I yell to the Sith, face me! But I yell to them in Huttese. I tend to speak Huttese whenever I'm elevated.
Alright, roll for intimidation on Haunt. Haunt is
Okay.
the most dangerous one here. Actually, this one is equally dangerous.
Okay, that's so.
Haun's been the one who's
This
been
one is Haunt,
crippling us.
and this one is Scourge.
Yeah.
Got it. Intimidation. Ugh.
Nope, not high enough to intimidate Haunt. Haunt puts back his lightsaber, looks to you, Trudeau. Perhaps maybe next time. I'll face you alone. He speaks to you in Huttese.
I am
walk.
actually quite shocked. I didn't actually hear that they had agreed to surrender.
They just walk away normally. 30 feet only. They're not even dashing away. They're walking normally. Jajo, you got Haunt in front of you. You are frightened. Roll for wisdom saving throw. If you pass, you stay still.
They just see every fight. They just cut down the animals and they walk out.
Not even afraid. He's no longer afraid.
Not even afraid.
Yep.
I'm not afraid. If you know what to do. He know what to do. He straight away teleport away.
Darth Haunt looks at you. the moment you teleport away, Jajo, and he bows his head. Master. To those that play the other Dark Side session will know why he bowed his head and said Master. Okay, Aslin, you notice that this Sith and the other Sith is walking away slowly from the battle.
I did hear him
Both of them.
saying regarding that this guy has the holocron, right? And he want to go with it?
This one have the holocron.
Oh, okay. I want to roll insight to see if the holocron he has is a genuine holocron or a fake holocron meant to throw away would be...
First, you need to roll for perception to see the holocron.
Oh, okay.
Then you need to roll for it. Then you need to roll for lore.
Oh, okay. Oh, not insight. Okay.
No.
Here's perception.
Okay, insight is to know whether he's telling a lie or the truth. That's all.
Oh, okay. Oh, insight is telling a lie or truth. I want to know if the holocron he has is a fake one or a genuine one.
You did see the holocron. Now you can choose to either roll for insight or lore.
I'll actually roll for insight because I'm proficient and I have a +4 on my insight.
But that means insight is about reading people. Lore is about, as I remember, it's not just the history stat. It's also to do with such knowledge of the Force and of the Jedi, Sith, and other Force using organizations, as well as their tools and abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, lore is like the...
Okay, insight. And sure, isolate whether it's actually fake or real. But the reason why they actually had to jump on you is because they already know that you're here the moment you start the fire. But they hit themselves really well. And
I just stand still and tell this guy to simply this. Enjoy it while you can, Sith. Soon you'll be groveling before the council.
he turns to you with his helm. You're unable to see his eyes. You're not too sure whether this person is male or female. But you can only hear that digitized voice and like said, perhaps one day, you will see the true purpose of the Sith. But your action's done, and you already used up your action. Okay, Real Costa, you don't have to roll for death saving throw. You're conscious. You just got up from the floor. You look at Turdor next to you. You see Anduin rushing towards you. Now, Real Costa, but from your vision in your eyes, you can see the red silhouette hue of two people walking away from the temple. Now, Real Costa, what do you want to do?
First thing I want to do is use my Seed power to heal back 2 of my hit die.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. 7.
So you got 4 on top of the 7. You have 11 in total.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 11. Okay, now Turdo, you notice that Real Costa put his hand on his chest and healed himself with the Force. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, well... is he still prone?
Yeah, he's still prone.
He stood up when he healed himself.
Okay. So I'm going to explain to, I will explain to, Rel. They have a holocron, but we're letting them have it in exchange for our lives. I hope you're not too offended at this. At least this way we can all stay alive. And besides, we know their names. Darth Haunt and Darth Scourge. Next time we see them again, we'll be ready.
Yeah, sorry we had to drop the ball on this one, but it's either fight and probably lose, or, you know, give up and not let you definitely die.
The way I see it, I don't
Bit
really
of a
care
shock
for
seeing it dropped like that instantly.
The way I see it, I don't care much for an explanation. We know what they left with. You know that we're here.
And if anything, they might have left something they weren't even looking for in the first place.
Roll for insight, Anduin.
All right. Insight. Sight that within.
You look at the temple itself. You look down, you can actually see them walking away from the temple itself. But Real Costa is injured, but slowly regaining back his composure. But Aslin, you can attack Scourge if you want to.
But the other guy will move in to help, right?
Of course.
I'm currently at a disadvantage since all my allies are up there and Jajo is hiding. So I'll just roll another insight to see if the holocron that they have is actually fake or real. Now that I know that they have it.
Could he check to see what kind of holocron it is?
let me just roll for the insight and hopefully I pass on it. Oh, okay, thank God.
Yeah, it's real.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely real.
Okay.
But as you see them actually walk away and
Well,
heading down the mountain.
I want to try one last thing. I want to use my force pull to pull away at the holocron so it can become a tug of war type of thing between me and whomever has the holocron. Cause I wanna just pull
You do know that if you manage to pull the holocron, they're gonna attack you again, right? And any negotiations from here on is null and void.
yeah,
Just
but
gonna-
at least my allies would have had time to catch up with my like to me.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Where one of us is on death's door, one of us is
Oh, okay.
FHP, one of us is a coward, and one of us really has his heart in it, but he might not cut it.
Okay, just let them go for now. I mean, I can't do anything
By the way,
else about it.
So battle is over. Jajo have the courage to come out. Real. This one to Real.
Alright. You head to Rail. Rail's like got up
Jajo. Coming in
Cuts.
clutch.
on his cloth. And as well, huge handprints like behind his neck, which has slowly like healed away, thanks to his healing abilities and to those healing abilities. But also, roll for insight, everybody.
What do my Jedi eyes see?
No, what do your Jedi inner feeling?
The feeling says, okay, Haslin passed, Velcosta passed, Tudor passed, okay, Anduin, it's just too much of a coward to actually feel it. And Jajo is like just a sigh of relief that everybody's alive. But those that pass, you felt that you're lucky to actually be alive. But
Yeah, okay.
for Aslin Rel, you know that they are strong. You wanted to actually pull the holocron from the cloak of Scourge. But the other companions, you actually felt the companions are not really ready for it. You can actually feel their fear and anguish. If anything were to happen, you would have fell and their world would have fallen. And then you will probably all be corpses in this temple. Just for the next new Jedi Padawans to actually come and retrieve. But and probably some of you might have perished. Maybe some of you have died. It all depends on just rolling for your death saving throw. But Scourge and Haunt are powerful. It's just a glint of their abilities. But if you were all able to actually sneak behind them without actually alerting them, there you would have actually gotten the surprise attack on them instead. And then it will be a tug of war who actually gets a holocron. But now, if all of you here within the temples itself, and when you felt something within the temple. Something different. But everybody roll for charisma saving throw. No, only the Jedi's roll for charisma saving throw. Jajo, you cannot.
If only Jajo came in clutch. Jajo has
I'm
done
just-
nothing.
I'm just afraid
Jajo-
Jajo will roll a natural 20 later. I mean, yeah. Jojo, just roll for
Sticker-
it just in case.
Jojo helped us all the time. He was instrumental in us not dying.
Okay,
Besides,
all right. Okay,
Jojo,
all right.
why?
Only two door pass. Okay, two door. You felt those two Darksiders, Scourge and Haunt.
Does the 15
Before
not
that
pass?
power.
Yeah,
No,
and
15 is a fail.
17 as well.
No, it's a fail. Only
Oh,
a
okay.
20.
Oh, okay.
But Trudeau, the moment they left, you can feel the immense dark side energy from them. But the moment they left, you feel something. A slight energy. A slight light side energy coming from within this temple, coming from beneath the feet of the statue in front of you. But Trudeau, only you felt this. Now roleplay.
Okay. If you will excuse me a moment, I believe the statue is calling, though I cannot entirely say why.
Perhaps the two Dark Force users, they only took what they thought that the real holocron, as in it was already fake, but it was, the type of fake that you can't distinguish it from the real deal. Perhaps the real holocron is still here.
We'll see. I would
I
like to
doubt
roll
it.
an investigation check to see. Oh, what would be an appropriate check to see if I can find where the dark side energy, where the light side energy. So it's at the feet of the statue. I want to make I'll make an investigation check to see if I can find the source of it.
All right. Okay.
Um,
Roll for investigation.
Let
It would
me
actually really
assist you.
help if you.
Yeah, let me actually
if
assist
you.
you. So I'll roll first.
No, no. Turdo need to role play this with you guys
Oh, okay.
first before you can roll for that assist.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Turdo didn't role play anything. He just went straight and just checked.
I'm
But
sorry.
you roll with advantage here. So roll again.
I did. I got a 14 and a 6.
No, 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 no. Roll again. I'm just taking the 14. That's it. The six.
Okay.
I don't count the 6.
Okay. I'm trying to commune in the light and see if communing in the I'm focusing on the light. Seeing if I can narrow it down.
Okay. Roll for charisma saving throw. Okay. You look at the statue itself. You look at the feet. You felt it. You actually put yourself towards the light side of the force. You felt something beneath the feet of the statue. When you look at it, you can see some bluish hue coming from within a small little crack. So small, in fact, that no normal human eyes will be able to see it. But you saw that small little blue light from beneath the crack of the feet of the statue, Trudeau. What do you want to do?
Okay, I will relay this fact to the rest of them. Beneath the feet of the statue, small trickle of light. I do not want to destroy the statue, but it does seem like we'll have to go underneath it.
Perhaps you and I can use the force pull to pull the object slowly, to see if the stones themselves they can be pushed to the side as we pull the object.
That could work. Yes.
This one you can use force pull to
Okay.
lift it up slowly.
Okay. I'm going to. Okay.
Okay, wait. Rel, what do you want to say?
I was just gonna say I'm going to assist with them trying to force pull the object.
All right. Okay, Anduin, I do suggest you also assist on this one.
And do we?
I think Anduin's like too terrified. Luckily, we're still
Alright.
alive.
I will
Okay.
assist
Okay.
Oh,
with this pulling and pushing.
wait, what happened
Pulling, not pushing.
What happened to Jajo? I don't see him on the map.
No, his Jajo's there. He's actually near the walls.
He's to the left of me.
Yeah. He blends
Yeah,
so
I
well.
myself.
The token blends so well to his surroundings that I actually did not see.
Yeah, win stealth without rolling.
Exactly. If I can't see you, you win stealth automatically.
All right. Okay. Now roll for not force push. Force push, you're just gonna be pushing the whole monument down. So force pull instead.
Just falls on top of us.
Create new character. Rocks fall, everybody dies. Okay.
Everyone except Jar Jar.
except for Jajo. Except for Jajo. Jajo lives.
Who
Okay.
conveniently collects the treasure. He's like, idiots.
Yes.
All right, we'll
All
have to
right.
roll force pull.
Well,
It's not idiot. It's more like, why you do this?
Why you're so stupid?
Okay.
all right.
Stupidest Jedi in the entire
Now
galaxy.
roll for force pull. Is only okay.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Well, would I roll
Just
for force pull? Is it just
just
an
watch-
action?
Yeah, just an action.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sorry.
But it's like a delicate action that you actually
Okay.
use.
Doesn't
But
require force points, so I should be okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. You only need to level it up with your character leveling up. At level 5, it becomes very handy.
Okay. Now I want those that assist to assist Turdo. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Anduin, Rel Costa, and also Anduin, roll for wisdom saving throw as you all three of you concentrate in pulling up the statue, this huge statue, so that Turdo will be able to pull out the thing that's underneath its feet. So, but Turdo will need to also roll for wisdom saving throw. Okay, that's a pass. Okay, now there's a pass. Okay, next one.
I
And
do
that's a
have
pass.
advantage
Now,
on wisdom saving throws against force effects, so
Turdo, you don't roll for it. Turdo, now you actually roll for you. I'm not looking at the score of the 4 and 14. Okay, roll for wisdom saving throw with advantage with a +5 bonus because of everybody's passing, helping you.
okay.
Our friendship.
Mm-hmm.
The power of friendship.
That's a 24.
All right.
Yep.
You notice, you see Anduin close his eyes. Rel already closed his eyes automatically. And then Anduin closing his eyes and then lifting up the statue and they push it up for you and make it float above you. As you kneel beneath the feet of the statue itself, any slight mistake would have crushed you immediately. But you see that small light underneath his feet. You use the force to pull up this thing, this squarish object. When you look at it, it floats towards you. As you grab it, you can feel its energy. And you see a Jedi holocron, old and ancient, next to you. And then after that, the other three slowly put the statue down as it were previously. Not making it crash on you, not gonna push it backward and crash to the wall behind it, but put it nicely. So you won't desecrate the temple. But now on your hands, Turdo is an ancient Jedi holocron.
I like how I'm the one who suggested we have shit hidden here. I don't get any credit.
And it's like, I'm supposed to get it. But
But I was the one who had no idea. Not fair. I saved Rel's life. I'm the main hero.
it's not
Best
fair.
roleplay ever. Best roleplay ever, honestly. Best roleplay ever, hands down.
No worry. It's like, yeah, those Sith will probably try to recruit you in the future since you obliged and let them pass. Now,
So, I'm
Turdo,
going. So
the
now,
moment you touch, the moment you held the Jedi holocron on the palm of your hand, okay, increase your force powers by 2 points.
is that maximum force powers?
Yeah, just increase it by maximum, by extra plus 2 points.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you got a Jedi holocron.
Okay. Okay.
Now, roll
I'm-
play.
So I'm going to. I'm going to slither. I'm going to slither. I'm going to slither down. I'm going to roll. I'm not going to fiddle with it, but I just want to make a lore check to see: is this a holocron that gives information or power, or what does it do?
It gives you a discount at your local farmer's market.
Walmart and on Coruscant. But anyway, everybody can roll for lore.
Okay, let's just roll for lore now.
I'm not going to fiddle with it. I'm just.
Deepest lore.
18 pass.
And that is my
Aslin Rail, no, roll. It's
that is my
Aslin Rail
kick-ass
and Rail Costa,
backstory.
no.
I got an
Okay.
at 20.
Jajo in the distance, like looking at the holocron. What's what? Squarish object.
Beating. Oh, but this. We didn't hear you for a second
Right.
there.
Okay, Anduin. Now I'm looking at the score. Okay, Turdo 18 is a pass, right? And then 21, Nat 21 is also a super pass. Now, okay, Turdo, the holocron that you actually held right now in front of you, not only bestowed upon you knowledge and power earlier on, you felt the power coursing through your hand from your fingertips and to your body, giving you that 2 force points permanently. But other than that, it also gives you knowledge, studies about ancient Jedi lore from perhaps thousands of years ago. But this will probably take some time for you to actually study it, to study this holocron together with your companions, if need be. But for Anduin, you studied ancient Sith holocrons with your master, Darth Maul. With your master, Maul Oppress, or Master Maul, or Master Oppress, you refer to him. Yes, Anduin, just in case you don't know, Kolshan, just in case you don't know, this character's master is actually Darth Maul. Not kidding. So, the Jedi Master Oppress. You'll
As long as
study
he's
the ancient texts, your
as
ancient
lo-
texts from Maul himself, and you've seen the design of this holocron, Anduin. Based on its design itself, it was actually
wait,
a holocron held by a Sith Lord known as Darth Zana. But why is a Sith Lord holding a Jedi holocron? That is the biggest question. Only you know this, Anduin. Darth Zana held this holocron before and bestowed upon some information and knowledge through it. To Tordo, he knows there is an ancient Sith holocron from Jedi's of long past. That's what Tordo knows, and filled with knowledge and power. But to you, Anduin, it's not only filled with knowledge and power, but more beyond that, from Darth Zana. Okay, Anduin, I want you to roleplay this first with the rest of the party.
I just used myself. I mean, I'm gonna ask to see the crystal and make some sort of insight that I like. Hey, I noticed on my record, and not reveal that I don't know. Is this like a major decision for Anduin's character arc?
Even if the player was here, he probably won't care.
Trust us, man.
Trust
You're
me.
Okay.
you're doing a much better than the actual player. Trust me.
Replace him. Kill him. Kill him now.
We'll
Do
tell we'll
it.
tell you
And
we'll tell you more about the player after the game.
Nah, it's
I
alright.
shouldn't. He must stand trial. Okay. Okay. I would say that there seems to be. I would say that I can feel the presence of a Sith head interacting with this holocron, but not like corrupted it or something. Unless that he has. I wasn't really sure if that was the case.
Any Sith at one point, they were normal Jedi, so maybe the interaction happened long before he even became a Sith, and you simply saw a glimpse of the Sith Lord from before his time as a Sith, as in when he was a Jedi.
Isher Zena's a woman.
Zana is a woman. Zana.
Well, maybe what you saw was her time as a Padawan, as a Jedi Padawan, before her corruption.
Yeah.
Because holocrons, they only show you the past. They can't show you
They're like a caption of that moment in time.
exactly. So maybe what you saw was Zana's own path from before her corruption. Then what those two got was definitely, a fake one, even though it looks as real
No,
as
the one that they brought is a Sith holocron. The one that
okay.
Trudeau is holding right now is a Jedi holocron. So there
Oh,
were
We
okay.
have
two
this.
holocrons actually, Sith
We could
and Jedi.
we could have had the sister holocron, and they were like a pair, and they both were interacted with by Xana at different points in their life.
Hmm.
Stored Or in like two separate locations, so either person seeking her knowledge of either past life wouldn't,
Well,
one.
I would say let's get back to Death Watch and see if we can convince them to peacefully join us.
Yeah,
And
too late for that already. Too late for that. The Sith already they way down there. I think you don't even have to roll for insight for this. Real Costa knows this already. The moment the Sith go down, they're gonna leave the camp, and that's it. They are joining Dooku.
oh man, we missed our chances. I thought we can convince them.
Not really.
That's the-
If
that's
it's
the-
more dangerous for you try to convince them while the Sith are there. Then the Sith gonna tell them to just shoot you down, and you have Death Watch and the Sith to fight. Not a good choice unless you love making characters.
No. From before all of this, I thought we can convince them.
Yeah, if you were to do it really, really before this, yeah, maybe you will have a bigger chance to persuade them to actually join. But now it's a bit too late already.
It is what it is. They're just mercenaries, basically. It's not like they're Sith troopers from the old Empire.
They did say that they really want to go Jedi hunting.
On which planet?
Python.
Yeah, Typhon.
I heard for the Force it's on Iton.
Typhon. Then we
Oh, Iton.
gotta leave this planet, return back to the council, and simply wait for them to go to Typhon so we can ambush them there. We can't have Jedi's
Yeah.
being hunted down. Maybe
There's only like 6,000 of us.
there's not much of us in the galaxy, so hopefully we can somehow lay an ambush for Death Watch and see if we can get them to peacefully listen to reason.
Also, Real Costa, roll for insight with advantage.
28.
This is what puzzled you. Why did Scourge let you go? Why didn't the Sith Lord himself or the Darth Scourge kill you when you fell? They could have just stabbed you there on the floor the moment you fell, and instead of attacking Anduin, the both of them could just kill you immediately. But then he or she actually talked to Anduin and just said to save you, and then just leave them and walk away. That's the biggest question right now. But Haunt wanted to kill you there and then, but he was stopped by Scourge.
I'm surprised that wasn't just eat my ass. Whoops, he's dead. I was surprised I didn't just instantly just slay him.
Yep, because characters like chaotic evil characters like Haunt, they would kill a fallen player's character immediately, no remorse. I would do that in my D&D game. They would kill you when you're down. They will never let you roll for death saving throw. They will just coup the cra immediately.
Hack you to pieces.
That's my style. And that's how I play my alignments. So, Real Costa, that is what puzzled you. It puzzled Turdo also. Why? Why didn't just kill all of you there? They could have. But they only wanted to get the Swift Holocron, and that's it. But they miss out on the Jedi Holocron. So now, Real Costa, to you. Roleplay.
Clearly, there's some sort of Sentai, there's sort of Jedi sentiment. Probably former Jedi.
You did actually Turdo and Anduin and Aslin did actually hear that Haunt was staying to score. There's too much of a Jedi in you.
Whatever they said to you, that's pretty much their way of trying to discourage you from becoming who you are meant to be. Remember,
That sounds like a load of bullshit.
as Sith they tend to lie, deceit, and deceive their way to get what they want. They thrive on throwing confusion and chaos among strong companionships. Ever heard of a Sith
Yeah,
telling the truth?
they also thrive on actually killing their enemies.
Well, I see it. This is the first time we have personally seen Sith, so I'm not going to trust that entirely. No, there's some other motivation as to why they didn't kill us and right where we stood.
Perhaps it's
It's not like it would
to
have been difficult.
indeed. I mean, there's only 2 of them, and there's like only 4 of us here, Force users. But from what I've been able to sense from them, they can pretty much easily kill all 4 of us and just leave. That just shows how
Weren't
strong
much,
they were. They,
and that we weren't much sport in the first place. It'd be like cutting down space rabbits
that or crushing up 4 cockroaches who just stood in their way.
or
Then
fire beetles.
why would they even go to the trouble of leaving us alive when they know full well that we'll probably report this to the Jedi Council?
True, but let's just. We can't speculate on something that has yet to happen. We have one part of the puzzle, which is, I think, what they missed on it, which give us an edge and a little bit of a knowledge since now we know what they actually want, which is this Sith Lord Jana, and to see who she was in her own lifetime.
Okay, now Tudo, do you roleplay?
Hmm. Perhaps we should return to Coruscant and let the council know of this.
We'll have to return anyway, so it's better now than never. Mission is completed anyway.
Shouldn't we go warn the person they're gonna go hunt? We don't know if they're gonna make another stop like we will. If they're just gonna head straight there.
We can reach out to the council once we're back on the ship, or
Exactly.
from some sort of communication back in the village. There's no point in us, just Padawans, going to try to warn them, and then all of us dying in the event.
Mm-hmm. We'll head to the ship,
Yeah, made
warn
no
the
sense.
council as we drive back to Coruscant. The most important thing, and he points to the holocron. This holocron needs to be sent directly to the council itself. We can't just keep holding it in with us.
It just
So,
looks at Chortao. He just wears like a keychain.
so you all decided to actually head back to Coruscant and I head to the
Yeah.
council chamber to report this finding to Anakin and Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, first we need to make it back to the village, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
you
how
need to
long has it been?
report.
How long has it
You
been
need to
since
report as well.
Anakin killed Palpatine?
19 years? 20 years now?
Alright, I was just double checking. I'm horrible with timetables.
No, it's okay. No, it's right. It's like 19 years to the New Hope. This is actually considered New Hope era. So,
Yeah.
okay. All right, Tudo, what's the purpose of heading straight to the village? Oh, yeah, you're Gamorrean. Okay, all right.
And also, that's where our ship is.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Now, you all actually head straight towards the village to actually see what's going on. But the moment you actually all went down that mountain itself, when you passed the Death Watch camp, everybody was missing. Everybody was missing. The only thing left behind was the buildings. But you all actually went inside to actually see if there's anything or any information that you could actually find that will actually help regards to the ones that you actually found. But Turdo, Anduin, Real Costa, and Jajo, you all actually went back and then checked on the villagers themselves. The villagers were actually happy to actually see all of you. Brought back those that were actually captured, but you all were actually unable to actually help the clone trooper and the rest of the other Mandalorians. So that secondary objective was gone. But Turdo, when you went down, you see the Gamorrean came out from the inn and then heading straight towards you. And then after that, it speaks in grunts
I do
and
understand.
then speak in Huttese. Does this Gamorrean speak Huttese?
No, Gamorreans can only actually speak the Gamorrean language.
Hmm.
But I do happen to understand the Gamorrean language.
All right. Okay, that's good. I was just about to ask you, do you have Gamorrean language?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm just gonna quickly open up the
because I've been creating Orc's character sheet while I've been
All right.
So-
No worry. You can take your time for our next week's session, but just to speed up, he
Okay.
tells you, he grunts and speaks to you, and said that I've been sent here by Jabba the Hutt to give you protection, and it's time for you to return home and take your rightful place and as heir for the Hutt cartel.
I do admire that he still is looking out for me. But I am currently on a mission of galactic security. If you are willing to aid me in this endeavor, then I will return back to Tatooine. And we will
Hmm. Then he grunts and said, he bows. As long as your task is yet to complete, I will follow you and fulfill your task until the time you are ready. Lord Tudor.
It may it be done. By the way, what is your name?
My name is Orctus. Orc Untak.
Orc Untak. A pleasure to be meeting you, Orc.
Orc Untak at your service. Orc Untak follow you where you go.
But let it be so. We must return to the planet of Coruscant for a debriefing. After that, we have 3 more locations to go. Then we will go to Tatooine.
You lead way, me follow. Be quiet until us.
I will
Then
give.
he follows you wherever you go. He follows you from the back, roughly about 30 feet away, because to make sure that you always be at front, further than him. So he always follows your movement speed. As much as it could.
So let's see if I move him there. So he
So
will be
after-
following me, and we will. I'll introduce him to Aslan. Aslan, this is Orc Untark. He has been sent to ensure that family matters are resolved. In the meantime, he will be aiding us on our mission so that I survive.
Welcome, friend. Hope your stay with us can be enjoyable.
Grunts. That's all. You're like, you don't have Gamorrean, so you have no idea what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I can translate for him.
Yeah, he's just saying like, nice to meet you. That's all. In Gamorrean language.
I'll be like the emissary between Orc and the rest of the group.
All right. But you actually introduced Orc Untak to everybody, Todo. Then after that, you actually went towards the ship. The Mandalorian leader, like, she actually asked if everything is okay, if everything is all right, and if you actually manage, if the rest of you actually managed to persuade Vip to actually bring the rest of the Mandalorians back to the family here. But Untak actually then went straight towards the ship, waiting for you there. But you head straight to Hal Crystal. She was actually waiting for good news. So Rail Costa, he went over and talked to Norvik and Hal. And Hal actually asked you, were you able to actually negotiate with Vip? She asked you.
Unfortunately, not. They have taken to doing deals with some dangerous company. I don't see any way for them to see any sort of reason. They don't mean to harm the village, at least, or any of the other inhabitants here on this planet.
I give.
Hal looked to you. Okay, Azlin, your turn.
Oh, I give her the PDA where the clone trooper recorded his message and simply ask her to make a copy of this PDA and distribute it among and to read it and to work on to try and procure the cure for the temporarily insanity that the clones are suffering from.
Hmm.
The
Hal
way I see
Crystal
it,
and
they're a bit.
looks. Then she sighed and then she said, Vip was always taking care of the people. For him to actually change his mind like this is unusual. He would never say things like what you said, but if what you said is true, then where is his destination?
Colonel?
Titan.
Yeah. Titan.
He's on a bit of
Norvik
a
then looks
warpath to go hunt down some Jedi, apparently.
Norvik looks to Hal. Hal looks to Norvik and then looks to you, Rel. Then Hal said, Norvik, prepare the ship. We'll be having to Titan. We'll try to persuade him ourselves. And Norvik said, it'll be a suicide mission, Hal.
What?
But if we were to die, they will die as Mandalorians. Try to persuade other Mandalorians to join our side, as usual. Like we used to do.
Why don't the two of you join us? We'll be heading into Titan.
No. This is between us. This is between family. But if you're ever in Titan, then hopefully you will still be alive then. But thank you for your help, Rel and Aslin. Turdo and Anduin, she said.
In me.
Then, now Rel, you notice that Hal and Norvik gonna be heading to Titan to actually try to persuade Vip. But this is still part of the main quest, though. Well, it's a main quest, but it's a side quest. So it's a main quest for you, but a side quest for the others. But this will be up to discussion with them. But they will still be heading towards Titan. So after having that discussion, now, anything else that anybody else here want to do on this planet before heading straight to Coruscant?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, nothing on my part.
We will when I'm in Coruscant, I will try and find armor and weapons for Orc.
All right. Okay. Rel, how about you?
Oh. And is this before we leave or after we leave this planet?
Okay.
Or
I just want to
sorry.
ask if there's anything that you want to do elsewhere on this planet before leaving to Coruscant. Because Hal and Rorvik gonna be leaving.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that Bro will need to do here.
All right. Okay. Anduin just auto follow. Okay. Anduin's task not been done yet. Now, after taking the plane, you all actually head straight towards Coruscant and towards the.
But
Yep.
Alvin only need to do is actually return the food.
What's Anduin's task?
Yeah, Anduin is supposed to return the food back towards the villagers. Yeah, that's a simple task actually. Yeah, that's a simple task. Need to remind Roach once he come back next week that he gets back all his credits.
Oh, I'll give this to the villager. Hello, villager. Here's your
Hmm.
cold ham sandwich.
Yeah, normal simple rations. A simple task. Then after that, heading straight towards the Jedi Temple. And the moment you actually land, you head straight. You can see Arushi and all of you actually meditating at the meditation room. But as you all head inside, you only see Grandmaster Anakin Skywalker and the Grandmaster himself, the old Grandmaster Yoda. Now, I'm gonna go to Turdo first, then Aslin, then Rel Costa, then Anduin. Okay, Turdo, to you.
Okay.
You head inside the council chamber.
Yep. Okay, I will say, Master Anakin, Master Yoda, I bring grave news.
He looks worried. You notice that Anakin Skywalker is worried, sad and worried. And then he said, I'm glad that you're here, all of you. We have very dire news. Yoda speaks out. Sad it is to see them fall, to receive this news.
What has happened, Master?
A Jedi Padawan and the Master perish, apparently attacked by what seems to be lightsabers, by judging by our initial reports.
I believe I know what those reports will say and what you will make of them, and the grim news I bring. It is as I feared. On our mission to the planet Carlac, we were attacked by two beings. They called themselves
Scourge.
Darth Haunted Scourge.
Darth Haunt and Darth Scourge. It is undeniable. The Sith have returned.
Carlac, Anakin asked. You were in Carlac? If you were in Carlac, then the two that was attacked by the same, they were elsewhere.
Pretty sure the report will say Typhon, since unfortunately there was a band of former Republic troopers there turned into Death Squad. They have sided with those Jedis. They said that they'll be going to
Yoda looks at Yoda said, Carlac, you have been attacked by the Sith, I said. Scourge and Haunt. But the news we received, the Jedis were slain on Tatooine. How can two Sith travel to distant planets at the same time? More are they? Then Anakin then turns and said, that means there are more than just two Siths. No longer two they are, but many. Anakin speaks out.
Master.
Carlac, then Tatooine. Two different Siths. Four they are, Yoda speaks out.
Masters.
At different planets.
We may have also another problem. I give them the PDA and simply play the part where the soldier says, the clone trooper says that other clones have gone insane and violent due to the lack of that certain medication. The Grand Army of the Republic.
Anakin listens to it and said, this is actually very distressing. And Aslin, your master is not here. We sent her out on a mission. And hopefully... Then Yoda said, dire news this is. Send her to Tatooine. We should not. And Master Oppress, we sent him to Camino. There was a recent event, an explosion of sort of that happened. He went to investigate. But then Anakin looks to you, Aslin, and then Yoda speaks out. Send the report, Aslin must. Then Rel Costa, you see the two actually entered. Rel Costa, to you, roleplay. You entered the council chambers.
When we encountered these two Darksiders, they specifically spared us. We're unsure as to why, and to what motivations, and to what ends. One of them was a bit more hostile than the other.
Yoda put his hand on his cheek and said, many former Padawans we lost 19 years ago with Dooku. But then another dark shadow was cast that saved him. Then Anakin speaks out. I believe there was somebody that we couldn't even sense that actually assisted and helped Dooku to escape when the council was actually attacked. We weren't able to determine who this person is, but we believe that he's very strong on the dark side of the Force. Other than Sidious, this one was more dangerous, more cunning, scheming even, able to actually hide his true identity from many of us. And then you see Anakin sigh. Then I have a task for the three of you. Anduin actually standing outside. Okay, alright, okay, and this part, Anduin, you cannot control the character, because this will be up to the player when he comes back. Okay, so but that player is playing like an NPC, so you don't have to matter so much. So you can come back and even control another NPC character. So and then after that, Anakin then looked to you, Real Costa, and then to Aslin, and then to Turdo. And then he said, "This will be the most difficult part ever for me to do. Other ones, you just returned from this long, perilous journey. And I'm glad that you're safe, Rel. Anakin looks at you. But when you mentioned Sith, this Sith showed compassion, he asks you.
Yes, I was struck down. He could have killed me where I stood, but he stopped the other from doing so.
Anakin look, then it's not all is lost. Then Yoda said, then the light they still touch, persuade them we shall be. Then Anakin had said, then the Sith that joined them, many of them were fallen Padawans. That means they still touch the light, able to be redeemed. Now, there are three things I want you all to do. Head to Tatooine, Camino, or Titan. These travels itself will be a choice that you three must make. Jajo again will follow. We sense that something about all of this have connections to him, but best keep this quietly and don't let Jajo know. There seems to be that it has a connection to the dark side, including him, or something related to him, but we're not too sure. The three of you will rest. Take as much rest as possible, and prepare as many equipments as you can. We'll provide 5,000 galactic credits to all of you to actually assist in this journey. And then, okay, before we act and close, okay, one action, one roleplay is from Turdo. Turdo, to you.
Okay. I will bow respectfully, and I will say in Huttese, great prosperity unto you all. Which I'm going to say is a Huttese wish of well-being. Great prosperity unto you all. I bow my head, say that, and then I leave respectfully.
Okay, and then you leave. All right. Okay, now Aslin, to you, one action.
I just simply bow to them and thank them as I leave, and I just go to the meditation room and join Arushi to meditate without disturbing her, because he needs to
All right.
meditate onto the whole thing.
Okay. All right. Lastly, Rail Costa, to you, roleplay.
Rel, he seems like he's almost about to leave, but he actually stops himself and looks back to Anakin and Yoda. They're going to be hunting Jedi on Tython, and there's a very likely chance that we have to come up against them again. We could not, in any capacity, fight them. I could have died.
Then Anakin and looks to you, Rail Costa, and said, he takes a deep breath. Then you should actually bring a squad with you and head straight to Titan. You're gonna need a bigger ship, Rail Costa. Are you gonna be ready to lead a squad? Are any one of them, even yourself, ready to lead a squad of galactic troopers?
I'll lead.
Then Yoda said, a bigger ship you may need. Then lead them. But be careful, Rail Costa. I sense a darker energy on Titan, even more dangerous than you currently face. Be ready, you must, to face this incoming darkness.
Well, you better hope all of us come back in one piece. And he'll turn to leave.
Anakin got up from his chair. Then after he looks to you, Rel, and said, if anything, I'll make my way to Titan together with you. Then Yoda then got up. No, stay here you must. Send another, we should. Another Skywalker to assist Rel Costa and the others. Then, Rel, you turn, you heard the name, another Skywalker. Who are they gonna send? And then, to be continued.